Alrighty. Alrighty. I think we're good. Whoa, where are we getting the audio from? Whoa, where are we getting the audio from? Watch out! We got the echo! Everybody down! Got it, okay. We got him. Alright. Should be good. What's up, though, team? Let's do this. Let's do this. So, today, I might want to try more attempts at Earth Shatter. I think it could be kind of a fun setup. I think I might be interested in this. Because I found a perfect Jeweler's Orb yesterday, and I was like, well, I could put it on Earth Shatter, but I wasn't sure. But I really might. Really might. I feel like Concentrated Effect does not work that way on this one, though. So, we might want to put... Where's the stun one? We could do more stun build up on Earth Shatter. We could even, like, it just does, looks like it does so much less damage. It just doesn't actually, though. Like, not really. Right? It is kind of nice because you can do, like, Font of Rage with it, right? Which is kind of cool. I don't think I need to. If I have these little totem guys, I don't think I need to. Is that really all that much faster than Sunder, though? Like, setting up like setting up a bunch of spikes. Is it really that much faster? I don't know, dude. I don't know if I'm convinced about that. Let me see this, too. How much less AoE is it? Probably pretty bad, yeah. I think a Sunder can make you good use of Concentrated Effect, but this one maybe not. And I think it is kind of nice to chuck like Font of Rage on this one. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice. And it would be kind of fun to put Splinter on there too, I think. I just don't know if I'm ready to buy a perfect Julie boy for this guy. But Font of Rage is pretty nice. We can make him do more stun build-up, maybe. Because these guys just sort of, they just build up the rage for you, right? But I would eventually want to have Splinter on there too, but this little guy is pretty chill. We could try it out a little bit in maps, but it also, like, all these little artifacts, like, definitely make the screen a lot more junky too. I feel like this is going to be so much less damage. I'm down to try it out, though. Because I think that this will be better for fighting bosses. Sunder is cool, but it will be worse for fighting bosses, or better for fighting bosses, maybe. We will see. Why is this not in there?
Flame of the Forge.
There. What the big damage is the explosion, but you can stack up like a bunch of these and then it will go off and hit hard, but I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Every time I've done it before, I wasn't like a huge fan. Whereas I do feel pretty comfortable with Sunder. We'll try it out though. The Transmog weapon. What's up, guys? So this is just the deep water weapon effect on the weapon that I normally use. It's just that that's actually an effect that does work. A lot of them do not work right now. Alright, what are we doing today? I think what we're doing is we're farming out some of these maps. That's what we're doing. We want to start off in the Forge. See how it goes. This boss is going to deal extra damage as Chaos, which is kind of spooky. Right, it's from PoE 1, yeah, correct. That's right, that's right. Extra damage is Chaos. Let's go see. That's kind of one of the things I want to try out today. As I want to try out Earth Shatter a little bit.
Steel yourself. I need more time.
We don't need to use Earth Shatter on those guys mostly. I do love me some Sunder, but I want to try some stuff out. Oh, you know what I also didn't do? I also didn't mess with my loot filter at all. We might want to do that. I just crank up a big Sunder on somebody feels pretty good. Maybe we can do some of this. What even killed that guy? I don't know. Did the Earth Shatter like spikes hurt him? The main thing is we're still gonna be stampeding around. It's just against the boss. We can crank up some pretty nice, like stun. While our little guy is just going to work with armor break, and we'll just blast them. Is this one of those really long cooldown things? It looks like it, yeah. That's okay.
I'm not ready.
We just won't be able to war cry or hammer the gods too frequently, but one big hammer the gods to get the fight started on that guy is fine. On the big boy, the big boss at the end here. We can still pretty much just stampede to even kill rares at this point. This is kind of an interesting option. Have Earth Shatter just available to us. I feel like that's the same thing as Sunder, except Earth Shatter just lets you stick and move a little bit more, which is one of the main reasons I'm trying it out at all. And it does benefit from attack speed in a way that Sunder doesn't, but you don't get those nasty crits. Probably fine though. So, yeah, the bosses get stronger every time. Yeah, if you put the talent point in, yeah, it does. Now, if you don't put the talent point in, it won't get stronger. But with the talent points, yes, they do become more powerful. But also, you know, it probably expands their drop table so they can drop you better loot, right? Pretty cool, too. Got the demons on this side of the map, too. Give these guys a little lovin'. Little demon blasting.
I need more time.
All the way back to the beginning with this one, huh? Sheesh. You don't get people make so much money in this game? Yeah, farming, crafting. Yeah. New D4 season on the 21st. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Come here.
Cool. Could be fun.
My satchel is full.
Could be cool. Yeah, crafting is definitely like a big deal. What's up, No Guard? From Giga Juice map, still feel poor. What's your rarity looking like? I think rarity actually does make a pretty big difference. Having gotten a little bit of rarity, I think I am noticing like a difference now at like 150 plus. I feel like I am noticing a difference now. I think that one's just going in the bin. Like the items that drop are better, and they you know, just drop some more currency too. 80%, yeah. Like on my actual character, if you look at like the attack, it says we've got like 160 right now, and I think I am noticing that. That is a lot of life. And 2 stats. Bump it up a little bit. So that's one thing, that once I got to 150, I think I am noticing that quite a bit. Which is cool. Not the light radius. I don't understand how you have so many points on Resi skills and you have max AoE and Stampede. Wait, what do you not understand? How we have both AoE and resistance? Yeah, that's good stuff. This isn't gonna roll that crazy, but we should try it maybe. Ooh. Oh no, what a catastrophe. What a catastrophe. I'll let somebody maybe take that just to... If they want to roll on it, they can. Close. Close. Keep an eye on this one. Keep an eye on this one. Chuck that in here. Gotta get warmed up for the day, dudes. Gotta get started. Light radius. I still have not messed with my loot filter, though. We're gonna have to do that. You want a little bit of both of those things. I guess most of the defense on my tree is kind of max resistance related. Although just now we did add just a little bit of armor nodes. Just because... Wait, what is... Oh. Just because they kind of fall in my... in the radius of my timeless jewel, or time lost jewel.
Right hands. This could forge something truly exceptional.
So as a result, we are trying to make more use of that, but I think it's worth. I think we're gonna play for a little while, especially while we do the walk, and then later in the day, we'll have a little sit down and probably go over the build for you guys real quick. Show you what we're cooking with. Let's get all this looties real fast. The ghoul mast. Does look pretty good, doesn't it? I'm gonna kill some stuff and go back real fast. Monstrous Fiend. I don't know if I've heard him say that before. Monstrous Fiend.
I can't yet.
It is a little bit of an interesting item, isn't it? Be right with you, sir. Went to the gym with Jenny today, did some back action. That was nice. We're gonna try to get back in our normal rhythm a little bit now that Archer's back in school. Good boy. Had a really fun Christmas break, but now we got to get back to the grind. I don't think it really matters what's in there. Cool.
I'm not ready.
It's got a lot of stuff going on though, doesn't it? Look at that. Don't mind if we do. Well, that was quick. Probably the best loot out of a strongbox I've seen.
I'm not ready.
So just a couple exalts. That's good. Another breach. Lovely. Very nice.
I'm not ready.
It's cool to hear that you're playing some PoE too, though, No Guard. That's awesome.
Escape!
Some of the WoW homies gaming it up in PoE. Love to see it. Love to see it. But if you look at my build update, Mr. Simba, you can see where I put my points. We definitely done a little bit of both. A little bit of offense and defense, a little bit of mapping AoE, and max resist and whatnot. Man playing some too. I know he's got a ring that I want.
I'm not ready.
He's got a breach ring up for sale that I'm interested in. I just need to get a little bit more divines. Might hit him up about that one. It's looking good. I saw Met X. I was like, oh, that might be him.
No challenge.
Maybe give me a little WoW player discount. I'm not counting on it though. It's a nice ring. Yeah. He's Giga Juice, I bet. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I love it. I love seeing that. The WoW homies tearing it up. Good thinking man's game for all of us arena geniuses, right?
I need more time.
You guys are arena geniuses being healers. I'm just zugging as a warrior like I always do. It is really cool though. It's an awesome game.
I can't yet.
Blasting demons. And what build are you guys playing? Yeah, like I said, he has that ring that I want. Has a nice breach ring. I think I could fit it in. It might not have the resist that I need, but I'll take another look at it.
I need more time.
Do you need to put your name in at checkout for Origin PC? It helps. Oops. It does help, yeah. That worked. That worked. If you use the link, that should also do it, but yeah. Typing my name in is good to do. Sorcerer, yeah, that's a good one. That's nice. I gotta go back and loot all that stuff, but we're just gonna kind of be on the move here, on a roll. Trucking. There we go.
Come here.
There we go. That'd be sweet though, Jenny. Get him hooked up. Perfect. Yeah, if he uses our link, that should still let them know that we sent him. But the name is good too, right? Yeah, it's like Sunder maybe would have just killed that guy. But it's kind of nice to just have like a quick hammer attack. Any magic promo codes for Origin? You can tell them. You can tell that they're family. I don't know. I doubt it. I wish. I wish. We'll see. Yeah, Jenny's brother needs a new PC, so I think he's going with Origin, which is sick. He'll like it. Blasting. I might buy Perfect Jewelers and put it on Earth Shatter. Run some Earth Shatter for a bit. I think for bossing it is kind of like a good next move. I've been thinking about it for a while. And that Perfect Jeweler's Orb, even though we sold it, got me thinking I might just buy it back. We sold it for like 240 exalts, so hopefully it's not a whole lot more than that. Let's see if this guy still wants this thing.
A rarity and all mine.
Alright. Go sell him this thing. Anywhere we can look at my gear? Yeah, my build update would probably be the best thing. Eventually it would be sick if they had like the PoE like integration with Twitch again, where I think both of these items are getting buffed, but I still don't think they're that good. Where you can just look at my gear on the thing, that'd be cool. I'm just gonna sell those. He wanted a staff. All right. I think it was just had some cool stuff on it. Still 96 when I grind. Yeah, we haven't really been playing that much over the holidays though, right? But yeah, it does take a little while. I talked about the upcoming changes to PoE 2 already. Not in like a big comprehensive way, but yeah, it looks good. I definitely could have thrown some exalts at that. I feel like I should have. That could go big. Good luck. Good luck. That could go big, big. But we'll sell it to him. Have fun, man. Have fun. Offerings? What is an offering? Oops. This is looks like a weird one. That's a real weird one. My ring tab is full. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. What are we gonna do? Yeah, I bet that thing rolls pretty nice. It already has a lot of good stuff on it, like the crit, weapon skills. It works. I gotta sort this out too, man. Holy moly. All right, here we go. But I'm thinking the changes look good. I'm liking what I'm hearing. It doesn't sound like
Fortune favors me.
they're really gonna make anybody mad either, unless it's people who want things to get nerfed, and those things are not getting nerfed, right? Like if people wanted Magic Find to get nerfed, but it's not, they're gonna be, you know,
Train harder.
having to deal with that. All right, we'll put Time of Need up in there. This boss, especially with extra chaos damage, can be a little freaky. I think we'll be okay though. I think we'll be all right.
It's enormous.
I probably shouldn't even bother. I should just send the hammer, man.
I need more time.
That attack, I need to not get hit by. And I should, just because we're on like super long cooldown, I ought to save my other stuff for the hammer. Hammer's gonna be on an awfully long cooldown right now, though. Okay.
I can't yet.
Oh, that's awkward. I don't have a shout. That's really awkward.
I can't yet.
There we go. You gotta watch out. Oh, what? He's dead. He should not be doing that. Where is that attack coming from? He's dead. I gotta watch out for these like long cooldown maps, because they can make it so like I can't shout. Interesting. All right, we got him though. We got him. We got him. It sounded like they were pretty happy with Magic Find existing in the way it is, but we'll see. Maybe they'll take another look at it, right? Maybe they will. That's kind of neat. A lot of Ellie. Kind of cool. I don't think that's anything though, really. Yep. We are gonna get some of these items moving today. Some things that are good, but have been sitting in my inventory for a long time. Time to get them sold to the homies. Time to get them sold. Time to get them moving. Enjoy, bro. It's a good ring. Time to get them moving. All right. Definitely some good gear, though. Yeah, I like that, too. Because the Diablo Barbarian's like, I can't lift that much. And this guy's just like, I must train harder.
Flame of the forge.
I like that, too. I'm with ya. Need more gains. What are we looking at here? We got a lot of just stuff, man. These items are dropping, and they're not dropping real bad. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I really am noticing the rarity now. Items are getting quite a bit better. Just when they drop, you know? Noticeably. Which is great. Bunch of freeze buildup. That's kind of cool. That guy dropped a lot of cool stuff. It's almost like everything deserves a couple exalts. Maybe not, though. Everything could kind of roll, huh? Any invoker monk kind of stuff? Maybe. Maybe. I want to know, how is your build easily bleeding? That's my boss setup. So I have about like a 50-something% chance to bleed just off of this stuff, basically, and like this over here and this right here. And then my Hammer of the Gods like definitely bleeds. Just on that boss, it was just kind of awkward because it was one of those like less cooldown recovery rate maps. So everything took a long time to come back up, right? Which is kind of funny. Because if I'm trying to like shout and stuff, it's like super long cooldown. Let's see. How much are they going for today? Of course, they're more than I got it for yesterday. Of course, I'll just wait. I'll just wait. I don't really need another thing for Earth Shatter. If I put one on there, it would be fine, but I don't really need it. But it would be kind of nice. We'll see. Would be kind of nice. All right, we need to find us a T16 for this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one for the hive. Monsters are evasive, but we'll see how it goes. 96 for too damn long. I mean, you know, I just haven't really been able to play that much over the holidays, and it just takes a while, I think, is part of it too. But over the holidays, yeah, man. Weren't able to play a ton. All good though. Now we're back on a little bit more of a normal schedule, so we'll see if we can make some leveling gains. But yeah, it's like, it takes a while, you know? It takes a while. These couple levels, man. It's a long level. And it's not really gonna get any faster. So we'll see how it goes. Not gonna really get any faster. But if I run a couple of these level 82 or the level 82 monster level maps, that'll help a little bit. That might give me like a 1%, you know? A little 1% XP. Something like that, you know? Slackers, good to see you, bro. Let me back it up. Hit you with the flex. Thank you so much, man. Pumping us up, dude. I think if you come over to Twitch, by the way, you can type !trade and see the items we have for sale right now. We are doing a bargain blowout bonanza right now.
I need more time.
Did it stun something? Okay. It's kind of awkward when that happens. Yeah, I don't like that about Earth Shatter, where like if you accidentally stun something and shout at it, you're not gonna be able to detonate your little Earth Shatters for a while. But I don't know. Earth Shatter is kind of cool, but at the same time, I always go back to Sunder. Being able to pre-stack it on the boss is cool, but yeah, I don't know. All right, he's looking for a belt. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Still a ritual this whole time. Ritual's good. I think you have to invest in it a little bit. Like once you can get a couple like talent points in it, I think then it starts to get pretty good, right? But until then, yeah, maybe not, huh? Until then, maybe not. Also, this happens every time I play Earth Shatter. Every time I play Earth Shatter. It's just nice on bosses because you're not as stuck, right? But at the same time, at the very same time, it just doesn't really feel like as good as my main man, Sunder. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. If I had to start a new character, what class would I choose? Titan Warrior. I just played another Titan. Truly.
You won't escape.
I would do it again. I don't know. Maybe I'd play a slightly different build. Maybe I'd like try like a Fire Titan, something like that. I'll probably sell that when I go back to town next. I mean, he really wants these, huh? What are they? Those are pretty good, huh? Let's tell him. Just give me a second, buddy. I'll be right with you. I think I'm blasting some more mobs here. Sunder just kind of plants you in place for a bit, but just the wind up, boom, just feels good. And you're not like stuck, you know? Without like not being able to use like your detonation feels really awkward. And I would have to invest in a couple more, like maybe cooldown reduction or even like AoE on shouts talents for that one. And I'm like, just kind of want to do what I want to do. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Red Big Flex Swear for that prime, pumping us up. Thank you, man. If bleeding skill in weapon 2, how do you use passive weapon 1 if you only have one weapon? You just swap it out. Did you see how I, before the boss, I just moved my weapon into weapon set 2? I just took my weapon and shield and I just swapped them over. Now I'm in bleed build. Now I'm in map build. Easy peasy. Is rage on hit with Stampede okay? It's okay. I just have one jewel that's giving me rage on hit. Then I get like 20 rage when somebody hits me though. So there's that. So you can still use the weapon swap. Just without having like 2 sets of weapons, you just swap it over. This guy really wants these boots. They probably should be sold for a little bit more than 3 exalts is the thing. If they're like 30% movement speed, rarity, strength, and resist, they're probably a little better than 3. Oh. I like Sunder still. I always think about Earthshatter. I do think that Earthshatter is good in bosses, but... Huh? Oh. You on the phone? Okay. But like against the Queen of Filth, like when we're both slammers and she's like charged up a slam, I'm charged up a slam, it's kind of sketchy. But you can probably still get your damage off, I guess. For pinnacle bossing, I can 100% see the argument for Earthshatter though. I just still like this one. It's also better, I think Earthshatter's better for like a weapon swap thing. Where you can stun the boss with Earthshatter and then swap into the two-handers. You're just like, it's just a little bit more in your control, I think. Because you're not like in an animation. It's just like a really quick war cry to detonate everything. Then the boss like falls over stunned and you just swap to your two-handers and let it rip. But I don't really play that style anyway. I just play bleed the whole dang time. So I think we're okay the way we are for now. My bossing build is like really slow attack speed though, so I'm using those like reduced attack speed for more damage and more bleed stuff. So it's pretty slow. All good though. All good. $15 monsters remain. Kind of want to get them all.
You won't escape.
Out of this map, this one probably gives me a solid 1% XP. You can't be letting that slip. Stampede is on my mouse button, one of my mouse buttons, and it's just on the other action bar. Just one of those little buttons on the side. Not using an MMO mouse for this one, but I still like to use the little mouse buttons. All right, buddy, you can have them for 3. All right, buddy. They're not bad, but you can have them. They don't even have a resist, actually. Nice movement, speed, and strength, though. You got it, bro. You got it. Enjoy. There's a lot of stun build-up on that thing. Isn't it? There you go, dude. May they serve you well, bro. May they serve you well. What does this one I want to have on it, huh? Nah. 6 maps. I gotta do better than that, huh? Gotta do better than that. Oh, let's go red. Hooking up a sub too. Big flex for you. Pumping us up with it, man. Thank you, dude. Helping us start this week off strong. You're a top gifter for the whole week so far. Beautiful. Be right back real quick. Thank you, man. Alrighty. Keep it going, keep it going. Thank you, the red. Red Nielsen. What else we got? Yeah, that'll save me a greater jeweler's orb too, if we decide to not do that. Oh, thank you, man. It really means a lot. The support for the PoE content in particular, man. That's big, big. I love this game, so the support means we can keep on jamming on it, which is amazing. Evolve Factory, Corrupted Irradiated. Ugh. We can do it anyway, though. We got a lot of maps that really ain't too shabby. Really ain't too shabby. Here we go. We just send them, man. How many steps a day? I don't know. We walk for about 4 hours, though. 4 hours at about 2.5 miles per hour. So I think it's probably a good fair bit of steps, huh? Good fair bit. Wake up in the morning, hit the gym, and then come home. And right now, I'm just gonna hop on the treadie right after. We're not dieting right now, but I'm still kind of doing that style. I am gonna have the daytime stream end a teeny bit earlier, and then have the nighttime stream start, and I suppose end a teeny bit earlier too. Just kind of keep the schedule going a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like that. Mr. Muck, let's go, bro. I love how the schedules line up. I gotta find a way to get you some good old raid loving too, man. Thank you so much for checking in, showing some love, pumping us up with the Muck Raiders. Boosh. What you guys jamming on today? Yeah, a lot of people like these deep discounts on my stash right now. We are definitely selling some stuff for a little cheap, but that's good though. That's good. Get it out there for the homies. And thank you, man. Pumping us up. How earlier? 1 hour earlier. For basically just shifting our stream schedule like up an hour. I've done the OnlyFans stuff a little bit. Yeah, before PoE came out, we were playing the OnlyFans stuff a little bit. Now that PoE is out, though, I've kind of just been wanting to play this. My Delirium! Whatever. This guy wants to buy 2 items? Is it the same thing? Wait, both? Is that what this is? Let's tell him just to wait a 1 second now. Interesting. Yeah, we played before PoE 2 came out, but after that, it's been all PoE for right now. I love this game, dude, so it's kind of hard for me to like want to do anything else, especially things I like don't love to do, like hardcore classic WoW. I can definitely appreciate what like they're doing at OnlyFans in terms of like making like a big like cool streamer event and kind of farming drama content and stuff out of that, which is inevitably going to happen. It's just I'm just kind of rather do this, man, you know. I'm more in the mood for this. Just some good old ARPG goodness. So yeah. Yeah, we do have a bargain blowout on the stash tabs right now. On all my stuff. This guy wants some items now. Give me 1 sec. Be right with you. Yeah, everything is like everything must go prices right now. Still playing WoW? Yeah, we're enjoying some PoE right now. But like we were saying, we played a little bit of hardcore, but mostly been playing PoE ever since PoE came out. We did play a little bit of Torchlight Infinite for the new season, which was great. Torchlight Infinite is also super fun. Another really like fast-paced, awesome action RPG. Yeah, always jamming on WoW, but yeah, right now in particular, we're just kind of doing our PoE thing. You guys a minion too? All right, come on over. Exclamation mark trade. Yeah, welcome. It's funny, a lot of people might like, you know, have watched the WoW stuff, but they're watching the stream now from the PoE stuff, which is cool. Does he want both belts? Not sure. Did you want the other one too? Okay, guess not. That's fine. What is this helmet? Corona of the Red Sun. It's like a leech for your minions setup. Huh. I don't think I've found that one yet. +5 all, but I don't think it's good. The actual number on it is not good. Not looking solid. Let's see, I don't think any of these are looking that solid. Stun duration plus stun buildup is kind of an interesting combo. But it doesn't, you're just kind of rolling. How do I pronounce my name? Bajheera. Bad. Okay. It's a lot of added damage. I don't think anybody's really doing that right now, though. Not really. Like attacking? I mean, I guess like Rangers might, huh? Pretty low roll. Oh, we'll see. 2 exalts, and then it gets rarity and fire res. Yeah, I mean, that bumps it up a little bit. A little. We can even put it up here for like right now. Then we'll drop it down as necessary. Continue the everything must go prices here. All right, keep it going. Oblivion wound. Ruby looks good. Oh yeah? Get you some. Where am I from? Well, I grew up in Tennessee, but now we live in California. How about you? Oh boy. Isn't the dual string bow like the only one that people actually want? I don't really want to pick up gear that it doesn't have like a tier ranking on it though. We're affected by the fires. My mom and dad were like pretty close. I think they're okay. We were not right now, but yeah. We like California does have fires, but they also have some really badass firefighters, so hopefully things continue to go okay. Firefighters handling business. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like when fires are in our area, like they hit them, man. They hit them. You got the planes just like blasting them with water and like the fire retardant chemicals and stuff like that. It's crazy. They don't play around. In South Carolina, we'll be going to South Carolina over the summertime.
Fortune favors me.
Heading over to Hilton Head. You ever go there? We used to go there every summer growing up. And I was feeling crazy. I was like, we should go there again. We should take Archer to Hilton Head. And my parent and my family all sprung on my moment of weakness suggesting vacation. They were like, oh my gosh, he wants to go on vacation? Lock it in. And so they did. They just like, they all worked together real fast and locked in a vacation. So here we are. Here we are going on vacation this summer. It's pretty funny. My family is funny. I had a moment of weakness there. They locked it in. It'll be fun though. Charles said, yeah, I've heard of that one. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Tennessee, so no, not then, at least in the South. Can't be staying too still here. These monsters are not out of control buffs, but you don't want to play with them. You don't want to play with them. There we go. No. Oh no. Collect a little bit of this loot. Oh yeah. Give me some of that. Expedition has not been that bad for me, but I also really haven't used any of the crafting stuff that you get from it, so I'll have to see how that goes for us. If we do indeed decide to give that a try. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Still a ton of monsters left, huh? Sheesh. Third vehicle for the chicken and rice. I'm eating a lot of beef and rice right now, but yeah. Now we'll be able to cook that there. The vacation will be nice. It'll be I'm gonna do a show in May. A bodybuilding competition in May. And then I might do one in July. But the vacation will be in June. So it'll be in between. So I won't be too, like, stressed about that kind of stuff, you know? Should be cool. Should be chill. Yep. What is this? Some Raritia? Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Do you eat heart? The hearts of my enemies. But do I, like, actually eat that as part of my real, in real life diet? I don't think so, no. I don't think so. Any advice on getting back into the gym? Send it, man. Do it. Set yourself a schedule, get up early, and get to the gym. Do it first thing in the day. Don't wait around. Don't wait around to not feel like it. To get tired from your day or whatever, you know, just get in there. Make it happen, dude. I really kind of like that time of need healing, but I also feel like this armor might be good. Might be semi-worth. What are we talking about right now, Lances? Should get some Bull Heart. Gives 10% quant POT. Okay, like, what are we talking about here? 10% quant's pretty good. No, never really eat much heart. I don't, as far as I know. Maybe when I was, I don't know. When I was younger and eating McDonald's, maybe there was some heart meat ground up in there or something. I don't know. I don't know. Mostly just going for the ground beef these days. Yeah, I was definitely missing something there. These guys get fully armor broken and just bloosh. Crit the dickens out of them, you know what I'm saying? The 300% crit damage Sunders. Huge. My little totem should armor break stuff pretty reasonably, like bosses and stuff. And a lot of times we're just stampeding around breaking everybody's armor too, so.
My satchel is full.
Alright, we'll go back for a second. Should've went tight instead of Warbringer. I think Warbringer's pretty good too. When's the last time I had some Mackies? Is that McDonald's? It has been a very long time. Very long time. What kind of Oblivion wound is this? That's really not even that bad. I'm selling this for 2 exalts? It's not even that bad. Sure, buddy. You can come get it. You can have it, bro. If you want it, you got it, bro. Not really liking the looks of that one too much. But if you don't come get it, I'm gonna price that bad boy up a little bit. Alright. I was gonna say, let's have exclamation mark trade. It just makes my next Stampede do more damage. That's all. Hello? And also, it'll pool rage to do it. So, like, if I, well, not pool rage, it'll use the rage I have. So, instead of the rage just sort of dissipating and doing nothing, it'll consume 10 rage to make my next attack do 30% more damage. But, I mean, War Crying right in front of enemies gives it more power, which makes it do a lot more damage. But if there's no enemies around, it's just, you know, just send it, and then when you charge into them, they get blasted. I'll use an Hammer of the Gods, that's fine. That'll make Hammer of the Gods hit a lot harder, too. You're cooking up something you're trying to know if it'll work? That sounds interesting. Doing a little experimental build? Okay. Okay. Brother, what's going on here? What's going on here, brother? There you go, buddy. That's a nice jewel. Enjoy it. Enjoy. Nice. Not a bad one. Just chuck all these in here for now. Just let them sit there. I'll think about it later. Okay, well, it has been a long time since I last had McDonald's. Like, it's probably legit been like over 20 years. Full crit bleed. Okay. I like it. You put a ban on yourself using copious amounts of exalts and chaos orbs and random hammers. Yeah. Yeah, you probably could have just bought one. That's kind of how it goes right now. When you got like a bazillion currency to work with, and you're gonna make like, you know, 10, 20, 30 divines off of whatever you sell, then you can start going crazy with currency. But yeah, until then, you probably just, like, if you're on a bit of a budget, you probably should just buy something good, you know? I think that is also correct. I need to rebind this situation, though. Get the double totem binds on there. It's actually fine to do it the other way. But it's like, why do you have Warcry bound a bunch of times? It's like, well, you see, there's really no reason for it. Probably could buy in basic attack again, though. Just to whack enemies every once in a while. It does kind of get you in trouble, though, in the weapon swap, though, because the weapon swap is like, okay, so you want to punch, right? It's like, no. We notice the weapon swap 1 is now not there. Doesn't have a weapon, so you obviously want to punch the enemy, right? That is incorrect, actually. Bonk. Alright. 2 sockets, helmets, and a shield. You gotta corrupt them, and then you have to get lucky, because corruption can also be bad. I have 75% of the belt, so not like out of control insane, but I mean pretty good, right? Oh, hello. Hello. A little something there. Not out of control insane. Oh, that's actually very interesting. The physical roll is not that great, but it has crit chance and crit damage. That's kind of cool. That's kind of neato.
Go on.
Definitely potentially not too shabby. It might take a little bit of work, but not too bad, not too bad. Where to next, boys? Keep slapping maps for a bit, boys. What are these? Fortress, yuck. Steaming Springs, that's fine. Like that one. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. You do gotta lock that down, though. Mr. 147. You gotta quit spending all them things. Doesn't matter my Stampede. The bleed will do it, yeah. Bleeds are kind of fun, especially if you can get like AoE and bleed. Yeah, bleed's cool. We just have it set up so that bleed is only part of my bossing build, but mapping with bleed also probably be really fun. Oh, we should have made this map a little bit delirious. Whoops, that's all right. We'll try to remember that for the next ones. What's up, Undead? How you doing out so far in the Atlas? Dude, we should make a ! Zoom command, Lance. And link it to the short. So what you do is it's really easy though. You just scroll out and press escape at the same time in the Atlas. And if you do it at the right, like with the right timing or whatever, it'll zoom way out. I think they're making that the default though, is that correct?
I'm not ready.
Yeah. We should also make one for the extra inventory, like OP secret to extra inventory slots, and it's like, yeah, just play Titan, and then you get this extra little bag from the colossal capacity ascendancy. Pro tips. People ask all the time about it, so you can make a command for that too. Top secret strats for extra inventory space. Straight from an almost top 1000 Titan. Apparently we're getting there. The holidays have hurt our grind speed a little bit. But apparently we're almost cracking the top 1000, I think. It's kind of funny. Almost, bro, almost.
This could forge something
I'll take a look at that.
Exceptional.
Almost there. I don't think you can do it yet, but it would be sick if you could filter out like rares that don't have tier little thingies on them. Yeah, we've made a classic WoW macros video, I'm sure. Yeah. Pink Ponage, what's up, dude? Oh crap. I just walked into the boss's area. Well, alright, this will be a fun experiment. Let's see what happens when I fight the boss without my boss fighting spec.
I'm not ready.
I think we're gonna be just fine, but... I think we'll be just fine. Splat. I like setting up my bleed build, but I feel like we don't even need to do it against bosses, truly. We really don't. We really don't. Let's run around and just bap them. Or what I could do is I could get a weapon and just swap to it, even though it's worse. I think I sold some pretty good weapons. Like, I sold one today that was, like, pretty good. We'll have to, like, switch some stuff around. I need, like, a shield with strength on it, basically. This would be mostly fine, but... Anyway. Well, no, I'd have to get a whole different weapon, because it would take a lot of strength for me to wear any other weapon. This one apparently we could wear. I think it's way less DPS, surely. Kind of funny. We could wear it though. With this shield. Let's see how much less damage we do. I mean, it's a significant amount less DPS. But part of it's because of the bleed, I think, maybe? Like the reduced attack speed and stuff? Let me see. The hammer hits... honestly, it hits about the same. The actual damage of the hit is almost the same. This one just will do more bleed damage. Yeah. We can just rock this for now. Just put this on for the boss. Just chill with bleed. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Yeah, the customizable filter blade thing is there. I just need to... Oops. I didn't sell anything. I just had to go do it, you know? Any change in the core of the build? Not really. I'm always experimenting, but I haven't really found anything that I love to change. Like, I was thinking maybe we could do like some Earth Shatter, but I think Sunder still feels really good to me. I just like bringing the thunder with the Sunder, you know what I'm saying? That is kind of looking all right. Leeches mana though. Don't like that too much. Chaos. Hey, that's not too bad. A little bit of life. Not too bad, not too bad. Is this? Yeah, alright. This one's also not looking the worst ever. 7 dexterity. But we're able to stack up a lot of, just like a little bit of currency. Just because the items that we find are like not great, but they're not too bad. So you can start selling things for just a little bit more. Or you can at least try. Maybe that's what it is. You can at least try to sell things for a little bit more. Crit bonus. Max energy shield. Hey. Hey now. People like those max energy shield ones. Hey now. And it gives you cold damage and crit damage. Hey now. Okay, okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing. What is going on here, Miss Beans? What is this one? What is this one, Miss Bean? Come on over. Come on. Come on.
Speed.
Let's go. Completed my first week in the gym. 4 days. Nicely done. How you feeling? The hammer skin is from PoE 1. It's a deep water weapon effect. Looks pretty cool, huh? It's one of the only effects that actually, like, works. Yeah, I'm gonna put this weapon on, and it's gonna be worse than my other weapon, but we're gonna see how it goes. We can at least swap into it if we want to do bleed damage, which is kind of cool. I do kind of wish that you could, like, set a loadout, right? So you know how I swap my gems and stuff before the fight? It would be kind of nice to be able to swap, like, I don't know. Let's see.
Flame of the Forge.
There we go. It'd be kind of nice to swap, like, everything, which would be cool. Come on, Lily. Come on, please. Come on. In pain, but feeling better, but the mood's better? Yeah, that soreness is nice, though. That's nice. Good job, dude. Keep it going, man. It will serve you well. Alright, we'll do a little dinky weapon swap. Because the weapon damage of this thing isn't that great, but again, it's like, it has the minus attribute requirements. It's got the weapon skills, so the hammer will at least hit about as hard. And the bleed will hit about as hard, so we'll put it to use. We'll put it to use. I'm kinda down.
I can't yet.
I'm kinda down. I think we always gotta look at these ones. Forge Mall's gonna be good too. Big leg day, huh? Sheesh. Sheesh.
I can't yet.
We'll see how it evens out, but yeah, if we have two builds, we may as well use it, huh? I'll take another look at this other hammer. And to be fair, it did corrupt, so. And the one that I sold, I don't think I'd be able to wear it anyway. I don't think so. I think it had life leech, which is nice, but it also was a little heavy for. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, a divine already. Oh my goodness, just an hour into the stream, dropping a div. It's gonna be a good day today, boys. It's gonna be a good day today. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's gonna be a good day on the grind. Gonna keep it pumping, boys. So if I was feeling crazy, I could swap into, like, do a weapon swapper and drop a hammer on this guy, like a quick one. It's not necessary. Maybe against bosses we could. Yeah, he just dies to Stampede AoE. Like it ain't nothing, you know? One div per hour, I mean... So far, so good, huh? We also sold a ring for a divine earlier. That ring was a good ring, but... Again, we're doing everything must go pricing right now. We're selling stuff, so... Getting some loot out to the homies. Gotta make some room. Making some room, boys. Let me grab that real quick. Oh, baby, let's go, Undead Militia. Hooking up a sub to the homies as well. A little divine celebration, a little sub drop to go with the divine drop. I'm down, bro, I'm down. Yeah, crawling over here, Mr. Rare. That's a big boy.
I need more time.
Splat him. I don't know if we'll be able to curl around in time. I could try. The density. Oh, extend the timer, baby. Extend the gains. Oh, look at these claspers. Oh, nice. We got the claspers right before the buzzer. Nice. Don't mind if I do.
In the right hands.
Have I found that one yet?
Truly exceptional.
I don't know if I found that, this thing before. It's interesting. That's cool. Yeah, they've got a lot of stuff on the way too, don't they? This game's just gonna keep popping off, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I think we're getting a lot of rarity from these maps, which is insane. But I think our on-character rarity is definitely helping a bit. Which means we must get more. Primarily, I think, through our rings, I think. We can get, like, double rolls, potentially, too. On our, like, maybe on our boots and stuff. The boots that we got, we kind of got some good boots for a little bit of a nice price. Our gloves are cool. Helmet is interesting at the moment. When they let me change sockets and stuff, I might have to take a look at some different options. But yeah, we're doing it, man. We're doing it. We're pumping. How'd you guys rate controller support? I had fun playing on a controller when I did. I think the issue is, like, the menuing is probably still not real smooth with it, is the problem. I don't know how to... I think the fix for trench timber... I think the minion thing. The minion stuff is not what I want, but that's kind of interesting. I think the fix for that is just making it so that you can seamlessly use your mouse when you want to use your mouse and controller when you want to use a controller. Whoa. These are going for a divine, potentially? Is that for real? Is that troll? Mine is +3 level to minion skills. I don't know. Yeah, mine's a max minion skill roll. Now the attack speed roll is min rolled, but we can put up for a divine and see what happens. And if it doesn't sell for a divine, we'll drop her down. Very interesting. I mean, 100 exalt isn't bad too, right? Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. Dancing Pants, big flakes for you, pumping us up, man. Thank you, dude. And we'll chuck it up for a div. I don't know if people care about the attack speed. The attack speed is min rolled, which is a bit unfortunate. Yeah. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't identify an item's worth. You can use a little PoE overlay to give you an idea, but also some of it comes down to just game knowledge too. But also I have tabs, and if it doesn't sell at one tab, I just drop it down to the next one. I might want to have like an in-between tab between like one, right? Like 50. I might want to have like one more tab here for like 75 exalt. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I'll move one of these tabs. Like, maybe I should get rid of all this sanctum crap. Don't want that. And then what I'll do is I'll put the sanctum tab as a public pink tab where everything is maybe like 75 exalts to sort of bridge the gap a little bit. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Relic stash, yeah. But I don't think I want those relics anyway. Just get rid of them. They didn't look that good. Just want to be rid of them. Stacking up on breach rings again. For some reason. Another breach stone. I don't know. I might start saving some of them breach stones, start doing some runs at some point. I feel like they're not really selling for all that much. Let me see. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, I mean, I'll sell it for 60. Surely one will sell for 60. Yeah. Surely. Are you able? How you able to run the Warrior Invictus? I gotta get some stats for it.
Go on.
Just gotta get some stats. But it's working. It's working. We're getting some stats on there. Additional breach and pack size. That's kind of a fun one. That'll do. Is this map done? Attack speed seems useless when you can't get it. It's hit harder than a wet noodle. Specking into minions for the attack speed. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I'll chuck it up on there. You know what? It might be as simple as people just want +3 to minion skills. I don't know.
You won't escape.
I mean, are there a lot of like summoner builds that do like hit damage? Because I think there's like a summoner. There is a summoner warrior build, apparently, and so maybe you'd want to do that. Like just run around like armor breaking for your minions, and your minions like kill stuff or something like that. Yeah. Like a warrior minion attack speed thing. I don't know. But hey, dude, what is this mirror of Delirium doing all the way out here in the middle of nowhere? Like, so troll, what the heck? I guess I did kind of forget there was a Delirium in this map. I guess we'll just go around and clear out the map with some Delirium and see how it goes. What's it doing all the way out here? What in the world? Makes the minions break armor for themselves? Well, there's like a Sunder totem build where, yeah, you are you're the armor breaker bot for your totems. Like right now I have my totem armor breaking for my Sunders. But you can be the armor break bot for your totems too. And let them kill stuff for you. It's kind of funny. That's not what I'm doing, but I mean I bet it could work. You get like a bunch of totems all casting Sunder, and you're just sitting there slamming armor break into the target. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm running Titanic on my amulet, which is pretty inexpensive. There's one emotion that costs probably like maybe 20 max. Exalts, that is. Dude, me and Delirium are just not getting along. I just literally break a mirror of Delirium right in front of me, and it's like, nope, your Delirium's over. Okay, dude. Okay, bro. If you say so. If you say so, Delirium. We are just not getting along. It may be another one of those situations where, like, you need to go get the Delirium stuff done to make it better, but here that one's really hard. But I feel like I wasn't quite that finicky early on, so just had a bit of a falling out with it, I suppose. It's mad at me now. Oh well. Oh well. Off we go then. I'd assume you can get minion skills on a wand, but you cannot. Oh, interesting. Okay. I see. I see. Well, then maybe they don't care about the attack speed anyway. Maybe all they want is the +3. Interesting. Yeah, 80% block chance is pretty good. Hog hunt. Not particularly well rolled. That's interesting. The tiniest little cold res. Does have a bunch of life and good other resist. $30 chaos res. Cool. It's got the 23 on it, and then it's got its base's chaos res too. Kind of cool. Okay. Chuck all these where they go, and then do another map. How we look on this one? Just monster damage, poison. Okay, I'll take this one somewhere nice. Shouldn't be too scary. Let's see, we could do a sulfuric caverns with some rarity. Maybe find another T16 for this slick. Might have to do that right now. Got any nice ones? Don't have any extra XP, do we? There's a little bit of... Well, we want to run XP when it's like a big, juicy map anyway. Those are also have like a little bit of scariness to them. It's pretty chill. Yeah, being able to search for like these kind of maps with extra experience would be really nice. Where did we see that one anyway? Right here. The slick. Let's hit it, boys. Which window? I'm not sure, actually. Thankfully, we're doing okay. This one I have block chance, armor, life, strength, cold res, additional fizz reduction. This could get better, too. Question for Ignite. What are the prefixes I should focus on? So prefixes are usually, like, for an Ignite build, you'd probably want, like, the physical damage stuff, and then added elemental damage. But you're still scaling your damage off of physical, so you still want, like, you know, big percent fizz, big flat fizz, and then elemental damage, I would imagine is what you're looking for. But I think you also want to, like, do, like, a lot of fire pen, right? And, like, the magnitude of your Ignite is probably also important, right? Hello? How'd we do? Good. Wait, what now? Oh, that's okay. No big deal. Good job, Archer. That's all good. It's all good. Glad you're home, buddy. I feel like I'm just now noticing the temp chains. I am noticing it. Let these guys follow me over here. Come get them a little piece. Come get some. Oh no. I gotta stay out of that temporal bubble thing. We can kill him with stampedes, but yeah, I don't want to get slowed by that fool. Them grody old demons. No! The corrupted guys too. This would be insane if we got like a big, like multi-breacher in this environment. Oh my, that would be so nice. All right, there's we got to see if we can maybe kill a couple more over here quickly. I'm zooming. I don't know if there's any more demons. Oh, hurry. This one's over. There weren't that many over there anyway. Didn't look like it, at least. Splat. Splat. And we got them, boys. Breaches are juicy, though.
You won't escape.
That'll work, Lance. That'll work. That way people who know can type that for people real quick. Ink. That's another one of the little uniques that's gonna get buffed. That like big ol' elephant horn looking thing. Elephant tusk. Cool. We definitely need more. We need more breaches in this zone. There's a small chance to get them from the precursor, and then of course just my breach talents. Yeah, whenever it's like a big map like this, that'd be nice. You can actually Actually get a little bit of XP. I feel like I haven't really been focusing on XP recently. We've been kind of just setting up maps and trying to learn how to get some juices flowing on the maps, make them more rewarding. Get the rarity going and stuff. But yeah, I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there. Character is slowly creeping up there, I think. Definitely getting some cool stuff going.
I need more time.
I could have Delirium. Well, no, you couldn't have. It's all right. We're using corrupted maps. Can't add Delirium to those. Let's go back to town real quick. See, that is such a long time for them still to be exploding. Isn't that? How does the armor swap work or weapon swap? Like the gear swap thing? 1 second. Like, how do you set up a weapon swap situation? Let me show you in a second. Try to describe this in a way that where it makes sense a bit. Critical damage bonus and some fizz. I don't think that can really go much. So, in your talents, you'll have the yellow line, which is the talents that work for both specs. And then you can click this button to allocate points for only one weapon set that will branch off from your main talents. So for me, like I have my weapon set doing a bunch of AoE for my this would be like the little red line. It'd be good if it was like blue or something. It's kind of hard to distinguish. But the red line branches off into a bunch of AoE, whereas the green line, which is my boss set, kind of branches off into more single target and like bleed and stuff, right? So you kind of take your normal talent points and lead it up to a certain point, and then you can do your specific weapon set points branching off into particular things. That make sense? Spend a special jewelry. I haven't seen today. Like what? What's up, text? Yeah, PoE is pretty cool, and PoE 2 is a great time to get started. I'm glad you're having fun with it. It is a special game already, and it's only going to get more crazy as we go, I think. Pretty wild. Yeah, this guy's getting buffed. That's like a pretty good roll on it. I might save that one. I don't know if it's gonna get buffed to the point where it's any good, but still kind of cool. This one is also rolled pretty nicely. Let's see if anybody's interested. I might want to put this one in like the unique tab, because I'm not sure how good the other ones that I found were. Let's see, how good is this one? I'll just... Oh, I think I put that in the other tab. Whoops. I did put it in here. Check that in the uniques tab. How about this one? Oh yeah, get that out of here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Some irradiation going on. Ooh, rarity and quantity of waystones. I like the looks of that one. I don't know if we're doing any towers anytime soon though, but when we do, it's nice to have that one ready to go. Okay, what am I gonna do with all these 13s, boys? Truly, honestly, probably nothing. What happened there, though? Have you managed to do difficulty for Zesh solo already? No. I'm probably going to start doing some bosses once we level up. I think solo may actually be a little bit easier. I'm about to do it in bulk, yeah. You can allocate 2 pass on jewels? What does that mean? How so? Oh, this is what Akushi's talking about? Megalomaniac. Oh yeah. That is pretty crazy, huh? Yeah. I think that was in PoE 1. Definitely very cool. Those seem pretty good too. Those seem pretty good talents too.
You won't escape.
Polymathy and the other one. Solid. Yeah, what does break the earth do? It sounds like it would be good for me. I may actually still need the stats to get to Polymathy, but those two talents seem really good. Yeah. Just buffs AoE. Yeah, it sounds like something I would like. And we actually do use Polymathy. But that would definitely give us some options. That's cool. It's the aftershocks and maces. Oh dang. Okay, yeah, that's sick. That's an insane jewel. And you found that one? I mean, you might be incredibly rich if you try to sell that. We could probably use it, but I don't think I have enough divines to like pay you for it. That's insane though. Also doing some kind of stream SSF, which we almost are. Yeah, that's definitely a good one. I'm not sure how random the talents are that you can get, but that seems like a pretty good solid one. Oh, you found someone selling it. Oh yeah, how much were they selling it for? I would imagine it's quite a bit. A couple hundred divines at least. Maybe not though. That's kind of what I would think. Especially with that roll. And then they were psycho enough to corrupt the thing. Just wild. Unless what if you only usually get one talent and then you corrupt it and you can get two? That's crazy. Yeah, the timeless jewel that I found, I corrupted it and it rolled immunity to corrupted blood, which used to be like an insane corrupt. I don't know how important it is now to be immune to corrupted blood. I'm sure it helps. Surely it's nice, but yeah. I just need them to fix it so that it gives me credit for the little nodes that it's actually directly intersecting with in the radius. Because right now it's like not working. It's not giving me credit for those. Open to offers. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Because maybe there's nothing like that, right? Who knows how much that would be. Open to offers. That's fair. Who knows? Those are really good talents too.
I'm not ready.
Well, something to look forward to. I think that's what a lot of this end game like gearing seems to be, is it's just making a little bit more out of like your character, just a little bit, like saving some skill points here, you know, buffing up what the skills do, you know, getting a little bit more power out of your rings on ingenuity, you know. Yeah. Oh, it drops corrupted and it can roll 2 to 3 talents. Okay, those are particularly good talents. That just makes me wonder what the pool is. Because, I mean, notable talents are usually going to be pretty useful, but those are particularly good ones. I think. Yep, that's it. Just efficiency and tiny gains. It all adds up. Still in level 96, yeah. Who's this guy? This big fella. Oh, he's probably just that's what he is. He's a Beyond boss, or a big Beyond mob. Okay, I thought he came from Breach, because he would spawn during Breach sometimes, but it's just because I'm killing Icy. I gotcha. I gotcha. That's cool. Yeah, a lot of people have been like, "Yo, still 96? What the heck?" Yeah, man, takes a while, especially when I wasn't really playing that much over the holidays. We were still putting in some time, but that didn't really seem like the same like grind session. We've also just been pathing around, man. Exploring. I wasn't really like super prioritizing running every single corrupted irradiated as a T16 either. We kind of ran out of T16s for a bit. Didn't really feel like rolling them, but now we got a couple, so we should do that. But yeah, it's a long level at this point, you know? It's a long level. Want to try more of the classes? I think, like Marauder, yeah. I'm actually not super interested in trying out every class. But Marauder, yeah. think so. That'd be cool. We will see. Think we'll get 20 more freebie points? No, no, I don't think so. We probably will have the same amount of points that we currently have. We'll just get them from different places. That'd be kind of interesting though, huh? I'm tempted to set up my hammer to my weapon swap now. So I only ever hammer with my other set. I wonder. That might feel really awkward though. I'm gonna see what it feels like.
Hammer of the gods!
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just walked up there and just got shreked. I'm not sure why. My HP goes down quite a bit. I don't know. I also just walked up there. I had like nothing going, you know.
I need more time.
Oh. Oh, it's actually the opposite of what I just did, by the way. So it will only ever swap into hammer. Right.
I need more time.
Huh. What I could do, though, is Sunder can be in either one. I'll go back to Stampede only being in this one. Interesting, okay. I could try it out for a little bit. Not sure I'm a big believer. More flat damage in the hammer. I think for Hammer of the Gods, you might actually want more weapon skills. I'm not sure, actually, though. There's definitely, like, a point, right? Where, like, a certain amount of DPS is outweighed. Like, you can make up, like, a 200 DPS gap with a certain amount of weapon skills, right? Like, it evens out, but... when in doubt, just look at the tooltip, look and see how much it actually hits for. You know, combined with the bleed or whatever, right? Just see what happens. That might be worth a regal. Oh, hello. Hello. Let's see what we got here. There's definitely a point, though. This guy probably wants just the level 82 one that I have. We'll hit him up, though. We'll see. He's doing a little crafting sesh. Stun build up. Let's see. Rip. This one. It still could. This one could still do some stuff. I'll try it. Oof. I think we stop there. I think we stop there on that one. That one's toast. Damn. Oh, what the heck? Oh, I see. The absolute memester build. Okay. Okay. Absolute memer. I'm trying to see how many 80s I have. He only wants this one, I think, though. Oops. Oh, sorry. Absolute memer. Oh my gosh. That's funny. That's just, this guy's just playing like some absolute broken mechanic stuff. That's funny though. You slap down those plants and you slap the plants with the cultist hammer, just blow up everything. Unethical, bro. Have fun with it while you can, I guess, huh? Enjoy it while you can. Unethical. I think we're playing some pretty ethical builds here. Just need the 200 divines for that one? Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Mm-hmm. So to kill bosses. Chuck your toady down. Get your war cry up. Smack them a couple times with some sundies. They'll fall over. War cry again. With infernal cry, seismic cry. Drop the hammer on them. Get some sunders rolling. While they're stunned. And they will probably die to that. And if they don't, then you just repeat the process. It's good old Fist of War. Good old Fist of War on that thing. Run to Sulfuric Caverns. Find a little boss in there. Could. Be back real quick. What do you have in here? Why do I have the totem? He'll break armor for me. Yep. BRB, BRB. All right. Updated build online. The build guide. I'll probably do another build update today. I mean, it's pretty much the same. Is it weird they find you kill bosses significantly faster and easier than maps, or? Yeah, I think I do complicate things a bit. I think you could just chuck a hammer of the gods at them, and that would probably just about do it. You know, like. I think I am complicating things a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do this again. Yeah. I think I'm probably complicating things a bit. It's kind of a nice little start to a ring. Kind of went in the wrong tab, but I'll take a little look at it. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Kind of nice. I could wear the dang thing if it had some life on it and rarity instead of life regen and mana. Okay, where are we headed next? Team? Where do we feel like running around? We need to get up here somehow. I don't think I have easy access to that though. We do have relatively easy access to this savannah. If we're looking for corrupted, irradiated zones to run in, and those are nice. Those are some good quality XP. We could just keep pushing up here. I don't really like Vol Factory that much, but is this getting a couple tower buffs? Not really. Is this getting some tower buffs? Kind of. It's another Vol Factory. Can they not, dude? Can you not? This guy's got a lot of stuff going, it looks like. Fortress, ugh. Fortress is kind of spooky. I'll run it on this one though. I don't really feel like giving that boss extra damage. That thing is kind of spooky to me, man. I do not like this boss. The map's nice, but I don't like the boss. She is not nice. But I'll battle her. Whoops. Should have buffed that thing up a little bit first. Whatevs. Whatevs. I'll come back. What would you have in your weapon if you could upgrade it now? Like for unlimited currency? Like the ideal weapon would have big percent fizz, big flat fizz, fizz accuracy hybrid, attack speed, weapon skills, and then you have something else. You could either do like, I think for me personally, life leech would be kind of nice, but you could have strength on there. You could have like crit damage bonus would be really good for Sunder. But yeah, weapon skills, attack speed, and something else. Yeah, about 70 div for weapon. Okay, nice. Yeah, probably see if you can snag a big like damage plus weapon skills one, I would say. That's just the biggest damn. Attack speed is very nice too, though. You go fire damage over speed. I don't think you can choose fire damage over speed. Like, are you talking about elemental damage? Because speed is attack speed is a suffix. So if you were trying to get fire damage, you don't want flat fire damage, but maybe you'd want to go like flat fizz, percent fizz, extra as elemental. For the prefixes, maybe you could instead of the accuracy little fizz, you'd probably do that. But yeah, you couldn't choose fire damage instead of attack speed. So yeah, does look like flat fire impacts your DPS a lot. Interesting. Yeah, cool. I would doubt that it would affect your DPS as much as flat fizz because you convert it to fire, but maybe. That's cool. But anyway, the fire damage is a prefix, so you couldn't actually swap those two stats. But in terms of like what's more important to you, attack speed or more elemental damage? Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Guard 4th Ascendancy. Oh, nice, man. Congrats. Nice, dude. Nice. Big pumps. Have a building? Exclamation mark build, yeah. Then we can also just go ahead and pin that in the chat. That'd be good. That'd be good. Lost 11k on your hammer trying to change the gloves. Is that like an actual hit of the hammer? Because like if you drop the attack speed off your gloves, then it might affect the thing's DPS. But it's still hitting just as hard. Maybe even harder, potentially. So keep that in mind. The first flat hit, okay, yeah. Did you drop like weapon skills or melee skills off there or something like that? Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Sometimes you gotta make gains. That's how it is. Need POB ASAP. No, tooltips are not accurate, but they're just a tool to use to be like, okay. But the tooltip itself, yeah, I would probably, like we're saying, go actually look at the damage of the hit. Yeah.
I need more time.
Oh well, you took off flat damage in your gloves. Well, yeah, that'll drop it a little bit. That's why I want to get flat damage on my rings, so that ingenuity buffs it up. I want like flat fizz, life, rarity. Then we're gonna have to get like strength and resists in the other part. But yes, that'd be sweet.
I'm not ready.
You must be ready. You must believe in yourself, warrior guy. Time to pop off. Is this the boss platform? All the demons are on the boss platform. Coming to get you.
There is nothing just about excessive punishment.
Coming to get you. There's a bunch over there too. Can't get those guys. All right. Well, we're gonna fight this boss. I guess so. One thing that's weird about my other set is I don't have life leech on the other set, so that's a little bit strange, but it might be okay. Like, I still might just want to swap my weapons over again, like.
Tempered by flame.
Just still do this setup for actual bossing. Because I'm not trying to play around with this one. I do not like her. She is scary. Do not like this boss. That's a good shotgun, though.
Are a worthy.
This might miss. It's gonna make me really sad. Yeah. Yep. It did. Makes me real sad. I went for the hit first. Like, what is she doing to my character, man? It's hard to hit her, though. Pretty annoying. It's gonna have to kill her without hammer, I guess, something like that. I don't know. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And it swapped my weapon back anyway. I think she's dead. That boss is annoying. It's okay, though. She appears to be dead. Okay. Good. Good. Herbalism can stay there. You know, I kind of think that I should just play Herbalism all the time. And, like, maybe swap Vitality in for bosses. But a little bit of healing over time is nice. Alrighty. That'll do, that'll do. Yeah, that boss hits me hard. Like, we're usually okay. It's just a little sketchy, it feels like sometimes, you know? But the reduced crit damage soul cores and armor sockets? I mean, how frequently do you feel like you're getting crit to death? Because I don't really know. I think you just have better options, basically. Vortex nails. Nice. That's a whole lot of added damage. A little bit of rarity, a little bit of strength on there. That's nice. Yeah. Definitely a lot of sources of added damage, for sure. You might notice that on the tooltip, if that's what you're talking about. Hmm. 1-2 sockets of this face much damage? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Is that how you're asking if I'm... Oh, what's my second skill bar? Is that what you're asking? Just Stampede, basically. Pretty much just Stampede. Alright. Enough trading for right now. Oh man, if those were a hybrid roll. That would have been nutty. So much HP. I need it, man. I need it. We need a little bit of HP so we can tank those hits. She hit me for about half of it, right? I have HP Warrior? I do. I do. Yep. I do indeed. It's nice. Let me show you what we're working with here. We'll probably knock out a build update near the end of the stream today. I'm just clicking it so I can pin it myself, and then we'll put it up on the YouTube chat as well. Here you go. But no, tooltips in PoE are notoriously inaccurate. A training dummy would be sick, yeah. That would be nice. Like, Lost Ark has like a really in-depth like training dummy kind of deal. I don't. Lost Ark is not like Path of Exile, but that's the kind of thing that'd be nice. It'd be real nice, wouldn't it? This thing looks kind of neat. Kind of neat, indeed. Neat indeed. I mean, technically, it still has a chance, right? It's over. And just like that, it's over. Stun duration and stuff is pretty cool, though. I think we're not done with this map. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about weapon swapping, man. I don't know how I feel about it. I still just like swapping my weapon for bosses, and that's it. Doing it the way I was doing it, but it's kind of cool to have the swap, though, right? Yeah, whisper the mace to me. I'm not like an expert price checker, but I'll take a look. I like seeing those neat items. See what we're working with. You can't stick with one character. You don't have to. You don't have to. I'm just kind of weird how I like to just play only one guy. I think playing a whole bunch of different stuff makes sense. Like, super grinding one character in early access is kind of like,
In the right hands,
what you doing, you know?
something truly exceptional.
Well, I haven't updated it yet. I need to update to the new Neversink one. Ghoul Mangler. You could probably start it, a Divine. Or two and see how it goes. It might not sell at that amount, but that's probably a fine place to start with, like, you know, okay damage and strength and stuff.
You won't escape.
It's okay, you know. The actual DPS is like not like way high, right? That's nice for +6 though, yeah. And a big flat, it's very nice. For my timeless jewel, I did a 4 divine. The weapon skills help kind of even out the situation with the DPS though, a little bit. A little. Yeah, should we just put hammer only on the weapon swapper? I can try that. I don't know. I don't think I love it. I gotta figure out how to get a different weapon effect on my second weapon. That's the reason I put a weapon effect on it all. I was trying to like distinguish between the two sets. But yeah. But the GGG live stream I thought was really cool. Like, the devs are real candid, you know, which is cool. But in terms of what they're actually planning to do, that does sound awesome. They're just, you know, coming back from break, getting a feel for things. They're going to test some stuff out on their own as well and make some adjustments in the path of making the game, you know, just smoother and more fun, which is great. That's one of the things that I see the Torchlight Infinite devs doing a lot too, so.
You won't escape.
Very happy to see that. We're just gonna keep jamming though. That's the plan. I'd like to. Again, I'm considering the situation that we may need to play a little bit of WoW, especially with drops coming up. I'll have to just keep jamming on Path of Exile. We might have to do that just from a business perspective. You know what I mean? Go see what's going on with WoW. Pump things up a little bit. But my heart is with PoE still. We'll see. Items highlight, that's a loot filter. But loot filters are like not really working on console right now. But you can go to like just Google like Neversink loot filter, and then he should have his Path of Exile 2 one up now to customize, which would be really nice. I need to do that myself. I have not done it yet, but I need to do that. Yeah, you get like I'm not sure what the drop is this time. Maybe like a mount or like a pet in WoW, which would be pretty cool. And so people will come hang out in your stream just to get the drop sometimes, and then you get to meet new peeps who might enjoy your content. It's just a good opportunity for growth for the stream in general. Even if we're not playing like a ton of WoW right now, like we're like WoW is kind of like where I come from, right? Oh, that's right. It's like a backpack thing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We might hop in on some WoW for that. I would still be down to just keep on jamming on good old PoE, but we'll see. Want to make sure things stay juicy, you know what I mean? Things keep pumping around here. play a little bit of WoW for a bit. Come back to PoE anyway if we have to. But yeah, if we can just keep on jamming PoE, that'd be good. It's on my mind though. I mean, this is okay. Yeah, that's all right. We can start it there. It's gonna be WoW. Always love the chill streams. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. We will still have WoW be part of like what I do, but yeah, we're kind of in that PoE mode. Really enjoying the action RPGs just in general right now. Just run this decay. Yeah, I don't know how to get up these mountains. Doesn't look like this one does it either. I think I have to go like way around. Gotta go the long way. Monster damage up in the decay. That should be fine there. Should be fine. Oh, baby, AJ, let's go, dude. Pumping us up as well, man. Big flags for you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. Bringing the heat. But yeah, if you guys enjoy the stream, make sure you sub it up, especially if you enjoy the PoE content. Keep it going strong, man. Love that. Sub-Zeroed. Keep it going strong. That's what I want to do. Keep hammering. Oh, I needed to Delirium these maps when they're not... They don't have Delirium in them already, and we're not running a corrupted map. Gotta throw some deli on there, you know? How often I hit the gym? Usually every day. Every day is my preference. And when we work out at home, I'll stream it. But me and my lovely wifey, we're probably gonna be going to the gym nearby a good like couple days a week at least, because she likes using their cardio theater and their recovery equipment and stuff, and I think the gym is a really fun place to be. I know it's fun for me to have some like equipment to use and stuff. So yeah, man. Yeah, we'll have like multiple different types of towers, and I think they're even changing the default tower a little bit, and you'll be able to see off in the distance like a beacon to the strongholds, which would be sick. No days off. I mean, I just like working out. It makes my day better. So, never played a WoW, Rudy. Yeah, it's funny because I mean, some of you guys may just have encountered my stream for the first time through other games than WoW, which is interesting. Because I'm a bit of a legend in WoW. Have you guys know? You might not know it at the moment, but yeah, I'm a bit of a legend. That's cool that you guys have come across the content from other games. I actually had somebody today at Archer's school say, hit him with the flags, and then came and said hi. It was cool. Kind of funny. Yeah. So their little ones must go there too. It was cool. Alright, let's get this breach rolling, boys. Give me the loot. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Right through the gains? Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll keep the gains going too. So when we're not going to the gym that day, I'll definitely fire up the gym stream for you guys. Just for fun. And of course the show, dude, we haven't been lagging like this in a while. Show some love to our sponsor Legion as well. I felt the lag a little bit when we came in here. I felt it. I think sometimes it's just like particular like instant servers just get freaky. I don't know. Lagging though. No, you did not, lance this. No, you did not. That is lies. Bruh. Come on, brother. It does not do this as it was for a little while. There was doing this like all the time. It hasn't been doing it that much recently, but you know, I guess it's not completely fixed. Whoa! Slowing my roll, man. Slowing my roll. Now we're gonna be zooming for a little bit. Slowing my roll. So does the stream, like my camera, get weird when that happens, or is it just the game? Would I compete in a Twitch powerlifting meet if they're doing another one? Yeah. I would not be putting up very big numbers. I'd just get progressively weaker as we continue to do these competitions. But yeah, if they want to do another one, yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Oh snap, Mr. Rapids, giving it a try. Another WoW homie coming to say what's up. Beautiful. That's pretty fun, man. It's pretty fun. Pretty cool. Hope you're digging it, man. Hope you love it. This is pretty sweet. It's only gonna get better too. Yeah, Vagar, yes, let me know, let me know. That is so interesting that you have like this same exact situation where it only affects your main monitor too. Isn't that odd? Doesn't make sense. Like, what is the deal here? That Forge Maul could be good. T5, okay, okay. Okay, okay. If you guys reset the instant always fix it, okay, cool. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Still working for you? Yeah, man, that's a good one, man. That's still a good one. I've been using my weapon for a long time, too. It got a little bit better, because I just said, I was feeling crazy, man. I corrupted a bunch of weapons, and I was like, dude, they all went pretty well. Maybe maybe corrupting weapons is safer than other things, and so I corrupted my weapon, too, and it gave me plus 21 fizz on there, which is like 1% more than a socket would have given me, so I'll take it. It's crazy though. Well, higher maps have a higher chance to give you better loot, but I mean, like, you can still get some really good stuff anywhere, right? So that's how it is. A better weapon will help you in maps, but you know, if you got what you got and can't find anything better, then you just gotta increase your character's power up by other means. And weapons are a very expensive slot to upgrade. So, you know, it's just, I haven't upgraded my weapon in a while. Like, I haven't bought a new weapon in a while is what I mean, right? So, I feel you. Thankfully, you got a weapon that works for a little while, and then you can use that until you can farm a billion currency for another one. Because, yeah, a weapon upgrade for me is going to cost a lot. But in the meanwhile, we're kind of chipping away at other upgrades along the way, and that's working, right? Chipping away. Yeah, like I said, weapons are pretty crazy expensive. I think a lot of people probably, like, if they have a good weapon, they're using it, right? And so a lot of people have to, like, find or craft their own weapon. Like, I'm pretty sure my off weapon I'm using right now is one that we found, I think. Maybe it's one that you gave me. Yeah, look at it. It's like, it's got a big fizz roll, but it's kind of pathetic. Like how much increased physical damage it has, right? The reduced attributes lets me put it on, but I don't even think it's necessarily like super worth. But the plus skills does kind of help balance out the DPS. So if I'm only just chucking it on there to throw a hammer at the gods, then maybe it's okay. I'm new to PoE 2, struggling a bit. Anyone have a link to good leveling build like Sork, Ranger, Witch? Yeah, all those should be okay. What you looking for? Just a build that will allow you to level more comfortably? Because all my stuff's gonna be like warrior related, probably. It did add a nice, substantial chunk of nothing. A bunch of cold damage, mana per kill. Oof. Entropy burst going right in the garbage. Right in the bin. What a guard. Right in the bin. Check that in there for now. Sork build felt so lackluster. Do you think that you might want to play... So you do want to play something like ranged and magic? Play a warrior, bro. Play big beefy warrior. Might be more up your alley, you never know. Warrior leveling can be a little bit tough in the beginning. But apparently people like it in hardcore for leveling, which is cool. Means it's potentially a little bit resistant to death. Perhaps. Don't have a planner last video. I'm not gonna have an updated planner for every single video. Just won't happen like that. But what you can do is you can watch the video and like see where we're at. That would be good. But no, we're not gonna update the planner every single video. That's one of the things that's nice is I can just do the video and then there it is for you. Because I don't spend like a lot of time on my PC outside of streaming, so. But it is something people like, so it's something I will make an attempt at, but yeah, it just won't be up all the time. My hammer is like 870 DPS, I believe. It just won't always be updated, man. Let's see. Go get this boss real quick. So if anything's different, just pause on the thingy. Anybody get access to the planner? I'm trying to figure out how that would work. I mean, if you always just like update from yours and then just share it with me, I'll just import it to the new build, I guess, right? Does your Stampede, you use the Herald of Ash armor break? I do use that, yeah, and that does just fine. Yep. That's good, Lance. I like attack speed personally. I think it's nice. Crit and cold. Let's be fine. Take this into the sulfuric caverns, perhaps. Just getting some maps, baby. Getting some maps. All right. Got the Delirium on deck.
This is all an illusion.
Does it matter like which direction you go through that thing? It occurred to me that yes, maybe. It also seems like no, probably not. A little bit of both. Yeah, here, what I'm probably gonna do an update right, like, not right now, but before we end the stream, I'll probably spend like the last 30 minutes or so doing an update. Maybe I should do it like sooner rather than later too. So yeah. That's what I kind of thought too. That's what I kind of thought too, like whatever direction you walk in, right? What happened to my hammer? Is the weapon swap cast really that slow? Oh my gosh. Just went away. Okay.
A rarity. All mine.
I don't think I like that. Yeah, it's weird because it's like I'm swapping into this weapon, get the bleed, but I feel like the weapon that I don't know. I always just want to use my best weapon, doing whatever it is that we're doing. Like you don't want to use like you don't want to like nerf your you don't want to like nerf your DPS when fighting a boss. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. Whatevs, but yeah, I'll do another one. Weapon swap. I'm not spending no talents on weapon swap speed. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, there are.
Need more time.
Ain't no way. But yes, there are. Ain't no way.
No challenge.
Where's this boss at, dude? It's shrine time, baby. Where's he at? Let me at him. Gotta be around here somewhere. Let me at him. I'm feeling crazy. Just completely freaking whiffed. Nice. What, I should just sunder these guys down. Just, I don't have to do Hammer of the Gods. I should just sunder them, just beat them down.
I need more time.
Just beat them up. Yeah, no life leech kind of stinks. Whatever. Yeah, I do all this stuff to like set up my hammers and try it, and it's just like, I should just go beat them up. Just go tear them up with Sunders.
A rarity.
Just beat them up.
All mine.
Bleed Hammer of the Gods is really good, but part of me just wants to just do like straight up hit build, you know? Just hit enemies hard. Dang, that thing takes a long time to come down though, doesn't it? It feels like it does. I'm probably just making it up, but that other build does have less attack speed. Yeah, Hakushi, that would be amazing, dude. That's just ridiculously helpful. But that's what I'll do. I will, I'll do a build update here in like, I'll do like another map or two, and then we'll do the build update. That'll do. Just blasting a little bit. Talk through it a teens. Sammy boy. Because I do kind of want to like throw the hammer and then like sunder a couple times with the bleed thing. Let's let her rip. Excited for Elder Scrolls 6? Maybe. The only Elder Scrolls game I ever played was Elder Scrolls Online, and then a little bit of Skyrim. It'd be cool though. Boy?
I've nowhere to keep
Why you
that.
getting me, Sam? Come here. Why you getting me, boy? Watch out now, big man. Yeah.
To speak.
Let's see. A little bit of attack speed, a little bit of fizz. It's kind of neat looking. Sam, what are you doing, man? What you doing? People like this kind of stuff? I could put one more thing on there and see what's up. Stun threshold. Ah, come on, Sam. Stun threshold. Yeah, when is Elder Scrolls 6 rolling around? Bro. People don't want that flat damage. Getting some maps that we could look at. Huh? What the heck, dude? OBS, please. Yeah. It's just like, okay. Alright, we're back. Yeah, what the heck, man? That was weird. What's up? Like, bro. Cooldown recovery rate. That's chill. All those are fine. Welcome back. Thanks. Yeah, what the heck, man? What the heck, bro? Okay. The Savannah. Yeah, we could fairly easily get down there. Ooh, we could get to the crypt too. That'd be nice. Have we not done this tower yet? Yo. We need to do that tower. 100p. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go do that. Yeah, whatever, dude. Some magic monsters. Let's get a couple more. Let's get a couple more magic monsties. Tried bleed build for map or only for bosses? I just only use it for bosses most of the time. I think it probably would be fun for maps. Oops. Oh, there it is. The issue is that I'd rather just have my talents in like AoE and stuff. There we go. How do I feel about Titan? I like it a lot. Acts 1 through 3 were a little bit tough. But yeah, once you got through that, once you got into Cruel, it was like you were slamming. You were slamming. It was nice. I would like to make like a build or like a leveling guide series. I think would be really fun for Warrior. I just need to get used to the timing of the weapon swap. It just takes a second. We could rumble through maps as bleed, but I think this is pretty good. That's pretty good. Chocolate macaroons. Oh no. Homemade by the wifey. Chocolate macaroons. Yeah, you're toast, dude. You're toast. Yeah, I don't really like junk food, but like when Jenny like makes stuff, it's tough. It's tough. Like even if it's like good food, it's just like, man, I just want to eat all of this. The homemade macaroons. Oh man. That'll get you. That'll get you. Yeah, I think like an act by act leveling guide would be really fun to do actually. Really fun. So that's something that's on my list of things that I'd like to do. I'm gonna go back though, get all this stuff. Kinda wanna see what's going on up here first. That'd be super fun. But I'm still kinda like wanting to get my guy as strong as possible and, you know, beat some bosses and stuff, you know? So we'll see. What do I do for leveling? I just played the game. I didn't really do anything special. It was my first time ever playing Path of Exile 2, so just kind of exploring. Just having fun. Greater Essence of Enhancement. All right, so where's that breach? Okay, we gotta get the shrine and then just book it to the breach. Playing Sunder totem build, having a blast. Yeah, I think totems are really good. I don't know how much accuracy you need for totems, but yeah, I think totems are really powerful and have a lot of different skills you can play. You can play shockwave totems, Sunder totems for sure. Like, are you doing the Sunder totem where you are the one like breaking armor for them, and then they do all the sundering? That could work. Just pump them little guys up, dude. Let them slay out. I'm thinking this is a good way to go. I'll find out. Looks like it does kind of open up over here. I just don't know if we'll have any more demons that spawn in. Okay, by now. Whatever, that's fine. A fine route. We could try to like find more somewhere else, but I think that's about it. By the time we get there, yeah, it's not going to be anything. Okay. All good. Just loot it up then. With resonating shield? Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Just clearing. Is that build, like, fast? I bet it clears pretty well, but yeah, like, are you fast doing it? Because it sounds like it's, like, a little bit of setup. You gotta throw your totems down, again, you gotta kind of plant your feet, resonating shield. I don't know. How does it work? Is rage over the cap worth it? So if you can maintain rage, you know, you go from like 30% more damage to 34% more damage to 40% more damage. I mean, like, however much, if you are maintaining a lot of rage, it is a lot of damage, right? And depending on how you spec into it, it can be more armor, it can be more stun threshold or whatever, right? But if you're not like invested into rage and like maintaining rage, then maybe not, right? Like, I have rage on hit and I have rage when hit, and my rage is giving me armor, but I'm not ready. I'm not really investing in like rage, like management, right? Like, I don't get to keep the rage very long. It usually falls off really fast. So as a result, I mean, like, maybe max rage could be good, but I'm using my talents elsewhere. But I do like rage. You would maintain rage by staying in combat, right? But also having the rage. There's some really nice talents that make rage like decay more slowly, and you even have like more time before it starts decaying. And like the warrior thing. And there's one that's kind of by the mercenary, but that one's not quite as good, I don't think. Not quite as powerful. I'll show you in a sec. I've used it before, and it is nice. It's just like, are you gonna go into rage? So when Marauder comes out and you get the Berserker Ascendancy, and then they get to do all kinds of crazy stuff with rage, that's gonna be when you use talents like that. But it's this one right here. Unforgiving, so nice. So you get rage loss is slower, like 45% slower, and then you get this one. Rage loss starts 1 second later with +4 max rage. So cool. That little side inventory is from Titan Ascendancy. There's another one over here somewhere. Yeah. Rage on hit with inherent rage is 25% slower. So there's a lot of cool rage stuff. And then you go down and there's like Giga Max Rage and stuff too. Rage up on Jewels, yep. Definitely. Uh-huh. Yep, exactly, Akushi. That'd be really fun to do something like that. Be real cool. I'm just not quite ready to like not put all my time into this guy yet. But yes, a leveling guide, like right in time for warrior buffs. Wow. Be perfect. I'm using 2% life on every soul core slot and chest. But sometime if I want to go crazy, I could drop 10% life and just go an extra 50% rarity. Because you still get the big life from the chest piece on it, like itself. But I could drop 10% life for a whole lot more rarity. Not sure about that yet, though. I think we're still chilling on being a little healthy. A little tankier. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like part of the rage is you want to keep going, right? You want to keep blasting between packs and stuff. But yeah, if it doesn't fall off like quite as fast, then that's nice. But I think when rage is gonna really pop off is when we get access to Marauder, and I would imagine that will bring with it Berserker Ascendancy and axes. And if you look at the axe nodes, you'll see they're pretty rage involved. So that'll be sick. But you can always do rage as a warrior if you wanted to, or really anything. Just see how it goes. Now I do think that every class should have a source of like rage. Like you should have one source of like rage on hit, just because it's just when you're fighting, it's just 30% more damage, right? Which is kind of nuts. You don't want to give that up. This rage on hit is good from somewhere, and then getting rage when hit is another place I get rage from. Okay.
In the right hands.
Most of my rage comes from rage when hit. I get like 20 rage when somebody hits me. Totems give you rage too, right? With font of rage, right? This is not hardcore, no. I don't like to die, but I don't want to lose my character if I do. Well, that's a pretty cool bow. Interesting. Dust Bloom. I think we've seen that before. Dust Bloom. I don't think so. This, however, is pretty cool. It's a little less cool now, but I mean, still okay-ish. Both of those are pretty much nothing, but we'll see. We'll see. Chuck it in the Breacher tab. One defense modifier, huh? Interesting. Why do I keep picking these up? I don't think those are good. Those aren't the ones we want to chance, right? The Gloom Call. Yeah, check it out, man. Check that thing out, dude. Give me some more currency to roll some more maps and just throw some more stuff at items. Yeah, this one's kind of cool, huh? Not too bad, not too bad. There you go, buddy. All right. Thanks. Okay. Thanks, bro. All right, let's, are we a little closer to this? I kind of want to get to this tower before, then we can run the crypt. Run that crypt. You can definitely do ice explodey stuff with warrior. You just need that little ice ring, and you need to play Herald of Ice, and you need to put like ice infusion on your Stampede, and then you will just be running around exploding everything. Yep, that's not what I'm doing, but yes, that's the setup right there. That's the setup. Pretty juicy. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that at the Ball Factory. We can probably do 2 maps in time, right? Some nice quick ones. In the bloomin' boomin' field. This one looks kind of whack. Let's just do it. That way we can get the tower before we hit the big map, which I think would be worth. Steamroll through this. That's how it is.
You won't escape.
There is a possibility that we level midweek too, if we actually put some good grind in. I think the secret sauce is just getting in a couple here and there corrupted irradiated T16 maps, because that actually moves the bar a little bit. Then we need to get lucky and find like a 10 breach in one of those maps. That would be sick. Can you imagine? And one of those like 100 times XP maps. Be so sweet. Yeah, we'll see. Other than that, it's just running maps. Farming currency. We're putting together a little bit of exalts right now. Had one divine drop.
Fortune favors me.
And we're yeah, we're finding some items I could sell for a little something something. Generally price them a little high, and then we start pricing them down, and then they fly off the shelves. Speaking of which, we might want to price that one unique down a bit, and then we can get that guy to sell. That's like almost a divine. The rarity maps have been serving us well today too. Right now we're just doing a little bit of pathing. Throwing a little more breach juice maybe. We'll have to see what's in the surrounding areas. But yeah, we should do the build update after we get that tower. Then that'd be good. Make sure we have enough time to hit a quick map or something like that. Not a lot has changed. Maybe some of the items though. We have maybe made some gear upgrades, including one of the jewels too.
You won't escape.
Could be good. Show off our corrupted weapon now. Got a sick. Just got lucky, man. Just got lucky.
I can't yet.
He's just dead. The 3% bleed got him. 3% chance to bleed, put him down. Bleed would be fun. It's just like,
I'm not ready.
you'd have to find a way to get enough AoE and bleed. And I also don't, like, so what do you give up? Do you give up just hit damage? That doesn't really make sense. Because one of the best ways to scale bleed damage is hit damage. I am sort of thinking about maybe dropping some of the aggravation off the bleed and just hitting harder.
I'm not ready.
Could be good. I kind of like the idea of the aggravation, though. We're going to really see what this build is like against bosses once we get to level 97 and start fighting some of the big bosses. Because I just don't really feel like not leveling up before that, though. Crit, yeah. All that's... But then, so you have AoE and crit and bleed. Berserker, everything bleeds, everything has rage, you're onslaughted all the time, yeah. As a warrior main, I picked a Warbringer. If you're playing Warbringer, you probably want to use a shield. And so if you're going to use a shield as Warbringer, you're probably using a one-hander. It's just going to be a little bit harder to get the strength that you need with Warbringer, just because you don't get access to the 8% strength in your Ascension like Titan does. It's not impossible, but you're probably just gonna use a one-hander. You're gonna have damage from like armor breaking stuff and going from there. Doing some Sunder crit stuff with armor break maybe. So is it the case that that Sunder cannot break armor for you even as a Warbringer? Because payoff skills can't cause the effect that they're benefiting from usually. But is that the case like with a Warbringer? Because if a Warbringer could break armor with Sunder, that'd be awesome. Because you could use like the crit damage war picks. Try to roll crit damage on there. Oh mama. Be some big damn. What makes Stampede attack faster? I think attack speed and I think movement speed actually affects Stampede. Maybe not though. But yeah, attack speed, skill speed. Yeah. Warbringer cannot break armor with Sunder, right? Gotcha. But anything else would, right? So you could play a build very similar to this one, and your Stampede would just be even better at breaking armor. And you can break armor below 0, which is kind of interesting. But Warbringer can do some crazy stuff with like shouts, right? Exploding corpses with shouts for like giga clear.
You won't escape.
Linked right on top of me, okay. Ow. Ow. Is there anything else in this map that we wanted to do? I forget. Oh, the strong box, right?
I can't yet.
Oh, yes. Where's that little thingy? chest too. Break armor below 0 is still bugged. Yeah, what is it even supposed to do? Like, how does that work? Like, if you break an enemy's armor below 0, what does that mean? You know? This build looks pretty. Lots of explosions, yeah. Huge AoE on Stampede, and then armor explosion when their armor gets broken, which is, like, you know, pretty frequent against normal mobs. And so they explode, and then when they die, they also explode with a Herald of Ash. So yeah, man. Pumping. Pumping. Just more fizz, gotcha, yeah. That sounds kind of cool. Because armor break, for the most part, is just like... It's just a debuff to apply. But I guess if you can use it that way, that's kind of cool. Unfortunate. That's not even that low physical damage. It's not great roll, but it's okay. It's not even that bad. Found 2 dust blooms. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Interesting. Well, let's do what we do. Just chuck them in there. See how it goes. Unlikely to pay off, but that's okay. A little bit unlikely. It's kind of cool. It's a very dinky start, but what if we put 2 exalts into it? Let's see what happens. Stun build up, yeah, whatever. Eh, whatever. It wasn't really worth the exalts, but I'm curious. What are you? Yeah, we did get another. Okay, I thought this was the one that I didn't roll. Crit damage bonus. Interesting. I don't think this is gonna be anywhere close, but that's okay. We need to price this down a little bit. If we put it at 90, I bet it flies off the shelves. Like that one dude was saying. Cool. That one looks like fun. Cool. We need to do one more map, I think, though. One more mappy. Let me grab some water, too. If you have a magic jewel, it's pretty good to not regal it. Oh, yeah. Interesting for Adorn, right? Interesting. Yep. Just grabbing water. Oh. Right, because people want it for Adorned, right? Like a good magic jewel. Okay. Interesting. Good to know. We're into the Adorned territory now, are we? Gotcha. Adorned is making its rise once more. A quick augury, said no one ever. You are welcome. We gotta put more magic pack size on that bad boy. There you go. Boom, buff them up. Whole bunch of magic monsters now. All right, let's blast this, and then we'll start doing the video. Should be good. Farm for one, a good roll is 300 div. The Adorned jewel is 300 divines. Then you gotta find some crazy jewels to go with it, huh? Sounds good though. All right, that's good. That's good. It's good comms. I'll do that. That is expensive. You got this though, bro. That's a lot of divs. Yeah, I still feel like I'm pretty far away from that type of budget. So you can get a loot filter from Neversink, and that's gonna be a better one than even the one I have right now. Because I'm gonna have to change my loot filter a bit, I think. Splat. Okay. Just a quick little augury, boys. Just a quick little augury. Here we go. I might try to take the breach back to where I was. Oh, this one. Oh, this place is so bad for breach. So bad for everything. What the heck was that? I'm getting stunned by these little rascals. That's the worst breach of all time. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Whatever. Okay, dude. Nothing spawned, and when it did, I just got stunned. That was that. Just kicked my butt and then left. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Zesht fight win? Probably at 97. We'll go for Zesht +4. We'll do all them logbooks, see if we can get another boss. Max out my expedition tree. Try to get Zesht. Maybe I'll start farming up and saving up for those little keys. Once they make the portal change and once they make the strongholds easier to find, I'll go fight the guy. It's gonna be crazy. Definitely playing Marauder. I might not play any other class until Marauder, though. I just keep on playing Warrior forever. Yeah, Filter Blade is up for PoE 2 now. Yeah. We'll have to get that one going. I'm farming the boss to sell it. I don't think I ever see that money. Wait, which one? Ever think you'll ever see the boss fight?
You won't escape.
Let's see if this breach goes a little better for us, huh? We definitely got to get at least one round of the big boss in to get the extra map juice, right? Extra boss points. Make all these map bosses a little juicier too, right? We probably should be going backwards again. This is a Beyond boss, no? This looks kind of like it, never mind. See if I can find some spawns. That guy looks mad. He blinked on top of me and got destroyed. That's what you get, sucker. Another reason why augury sucks. Now, maybe I should wait to open the breaches until I can go to the middle, because in the middle, breach is actually okay. Maybe because we're getting multiple ones, there is one in the middle, and then they started spawning on the outside too, because there's just so many. I swear, it always gives you the Giga breaches on the level 79 maps that you're just trying to get through. See how it is. One mob just hanging out at corpse exploding while I'm trying to loot. This place is maximum sketch.
Something truly exceptional.
Maximum sus.
I've nowhere to keep that.
People don't really use bone wands, do they? Not really. Oh, I see what you're saying. Trials of Chaos boss drops it? Yeah. He's a big boy. Well, even when we just fought him at like the normal level, he was a big dude. but he's pretty tough to take down, especially if you get adorned from a fight like that. I bet it's crazy. This is a very strange ring. Okay. Very odd ring indeed. Alright, chuck it all in there. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. I don't think I should be saving that one. How did those even get in my inventory? What is happening? Just picking up junk. Yeah, we got to get that loot filter going, by the way, boys. Again, to reiterate, that needs to happen. These are good bases, but they're not high enough eye level. I don't want to see them unless they're like 82 eye level or something like that. Get out of my sight. Alright. Back to the map. You two-shot the big boss? Yeah, it took me. It legit took me 9 minutes to fight him the first time. So, hopefully it'd be a little faster now, but I'm not so sure. It was a 9-minute raid battle, mythic raid, to get my 4th ascendancy. Pretty funny. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, sounds good. At least it'd give us like a starting point. Yeah, the filter sounds good. Don't mind a little extra strictness on there. They were kind of getting to the point where we could tighten that bad boy up a bit. You know what I mean? Tighten it up. Trial of Chaos was kind of fun. I have not been farming because we've just been mapping, but yeah. It'd be kind of cool to get to work on that at some point. Do you feel like you've been making pretty good currency off of that? Kind of sounds like it, right? Been finding some good stuff. Making some good gains. Those extra little pieces of content are kind of cool. I'm a bit of a map enjoyer for sure, but still. Having other fun things to do in the game is great. My number one thing that I want that we'll probably never get is Delve. Made 3 div, beautiful. From what exactly? Just from like selling stuff? Good to know, man. Ah, the rarity shield, wonderful. So you're like running the thing. Are you buying keys to fight him, or are you just getting the keys from running the thing? Let's pop this open real quick. Those are going for like 3 div. Did you have to roll it up at all, or is it just good to go? It's kind of interesting that you don't get like a talent tree for that type of content though, right? Got a high roll? Oh, sweet. Just dropped like that, just ready to go. Love to see that. Yeah, some people were asking if we would consider like using that for like more HP or something like that, right? Be kind of cool. I don't think the block chance is very good though, so it really wouldn't just be like a HP tank shield. What's going on? I don't like that sound. It's worrying me. It's like not corpse exploding, but it's like corpse spiking. Also worrisome. All right, just buy the 2 you don't get drop. Gotcha. Yeah. Are they still pretty expensive? That's another way to make some exalts, right? Is just farm those things. I was thinking about doing that for a while. It is so bright in here with this plus Delirium. Wait, does he die to his own shield exploding. It's funny. It's like he had a little bit of health left, and then the shield exploded and he died. Alrighty. Oh, a big ol' expert cultist. Nice. We cleared out the whole place. Wonderful. Wonderful. You can get a 3-socket one that gives you a bunch of socketed gems. Yeah. Yeah. 20 exhaust strikes one. Okay, that's... I'm trying to think if that's come down or not. Maybe not even that much, huh? Yeah, the difference between how many level 19 skill gems we found and how many level 20 skill gems we found is why the 19s are 1 exalt and the 20s are 2 divines or whatever, you know? That's why we've found so many little guys. Buff it up, let's go, boys. 20 spirit gems or 5 div. Whew. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I guess those have got to be even more rare than the skill gems, huh? I guess the good news is, like, if you find one of those, you could just sell it and get all of your skills leveled up, except for your auras. Which I think for me would be definitely worth. The auras are just like, they're nice, but they're not that big of a deal compared to the skills. Maybe for other people they are, but I bet that's just a rarity situation, right? They're just so much less common. That's how it is. Alright, we gotta take a look at this map and see what we want to put in this one. Then we can talk about the build a little bit. The tail end of this thing. See if we have time to run a map. We might not. That's okay. Just call it a build update. Tell people to go check out the hours and hours of gameplay. I like having gameplay in the video, but it does kind of make sense to do it this way. Time-wise. This is a new patch yet? Nope, not yet. I don't think so. But that's coming. That should be cool, huh? Looking forward to it, man. Just juicing up maps more. Maybe buffing armor a little bit, you know? Like, these are all good things for me. Sounds good to me, dude. Getting, you know, 6 portals against the big boss. Sounds good. Actually find a citadel? Yeah, we'll find citadels more easily for sure. We've been able to find a couple, man. We found 2 iron and 2 copper. I have not found the other one though. The stone citadel, is that what it is? I have not found one of those. Fighting old Doriani. That's alright though. We'll get him now. Maybe. That's so funny. I'm glad that doesn't like DC you. Like if that happened in WoW, like you get somewhere like where you're like inside terrain or where somewhere you're not supposed to be, just DC. Don't want that. Vanilla 10 div? Oh my gosh. You got the strats, man. What you're doing is working. What's that from? What you're doing is working. Beautiful. Yes. What are we talking? The ancestral totem? We have armor break. We have demolish, like the armor break ability. We have demolisher, which makes them break more armor. And we have font of rage and font of blood. You know what I might do is I kind of want to get a 6 slot for him and like put something else in that totem, man, because he kind of helps against bosses. Either put like martial tempo in there so he attacks faster, would be sick. Or we could put like some other kind of like armor break thing. Because against the big bosses, I don't use Stampede, so I don't have any value for Splinter. We could do something else for him. It'd be cool. No, actually, no. Armor Breaker is the active skill. So he's the one at casting Armor Breaker. A junky unique that Max rolled for stat stackers. Oh, nice. Oh, is that the helmet one? Interesting. How you stun the bosses? Oh, you have a ton of stun build up on all your slams and stuff, yeah. You could put stun build up on your totem if you wanted to as well. That would be another fine option. But I mean, Sunder definitely slaps bosses with big stuns, right? I think Earth Shatter is probably a better bossing ability, but I don't know. I don't know. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. We have a couple areas that are important already irradiated. Don't we have some good breach ones? I think all these maps that I'm gonna do are gonna be breached, and I want them to be even more breachified. This one could maybe get a breach. Don't we have some really nice ones? This one's quantity and waystone quantity. The breach ones I think are okay. Additional breach and quantity, kind of nice. Take your chance with those +4 skills. Only got 4 Atlas points so far. How to get more waystones on 25.5. 150% drops, not even one waystone is dropped. That doesn't sound right. Are you using a loot filter that's hiding waystones? You are probably hiding waystones if you have done 25 and not even a single waystone. You're probably hiding low tier waystones. Gotta watch out for that. You can also buy low ones from Dorian, that's true. You gotta watch out for that loot filter though, bro. That could get you. That could get you. Okay. That's not that bad. Interesting. Now it's bad. The 1.2 life regen, you hate to see it. You just hate to see it. Alright, what are we thinking here, boys? Looks like we could go down here, too. Maybe we'll use that as the irradiator. Dude, we got a lot of ritual. Oh my, look at this. We got a lot of ritual in these here zones. That's kind of sick. Do we want to go crazy and put like a Delirium instead of buffing up breach? We could buff our breaches, but like we have quite a few maps with breach in them. I don't really like Delirium that much. But if it's already got content, do we want to like do something else? Like Expedition? Just crank up the breach even more. I think quantity of waystones, I want to save this kind of thing for when we fight the stronghold bosses. Chance to contain an additional breach and quantity sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? And 7 maps will get it instead of like this one. This one got one, that's cool. Alright. Nice. Alright. Looks like level 1s for 6k gold. Well, these ones are level 4. I mean, if you're not getting any maps at all, it's probably there's something going on. Because maps were dropping for you, this weren't showing. Any tips? Yeah. So, what we're going to do right now is go over my build. So... But I also have build videos from leveling and stuff, which would be good too. But alright, dudes. Let's go ahead and do that. Do I have any tips for Warrior? Oh my goodness. You are in luck. Now, this is going to be another build update for me. This is going to be a build update for level 96 and 69% of the way through. So that's kind of neat. Leveling slows down, boys, especially over the holidays. Leveling slowing down. This is like our 5th update at level 96 or something. But it is what it is. It is what it is. The character is still going good, having a lot of fun with it. Let's start things off by looking at my talents, where maybe a few things have changed, but perhaps not. Let's just go ahead and show you guys where we're at. So starting with Ascendancy, we are going through Colossal Capacity, which is one of those things that gives me my extra little inventory thing right here, into more Strength, which is really sweet for dual-wielding two-handers, or at least holding two-handed weapons in one hand. We have the big hulking form, which is increasing the effect of all of the small passive skills. So all of these ones that path to stuff that aren't the strength ones, these are all getting buffed by 50%, which adds up to a ton of offense, defense, and utility. It is awesome. We're also taking Mysterious Lineage for more health, which is why one of the contributing factors is us having 6.5k health right now. Just a good little health pool. And we also are taking Earthbreaker, which is giving us a 20% chance for slam skills I use myself to cause aftershocks. And we're sorry, we're not going to be doing a ton of Q&A about things like Expedition and stuff right now, because we're going to be hammering out the build update. But I'm glad to have you here. And basically, you use that currency to craft stuff anyway. But to start off, we are going through the melee damage to strength, 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 grabbing Brutal. And then for my mapping build, we're taking AoE, and we're breaking more armor and doing even more AoE. Then we're coming here all the way through the strength, strength, strength to grab more damage with two-handed weapons into reduced attack speed, big stun buildup, big damage. And for my mapping build, we're taking a little bit more damage and increased AoE if you stun an enemy with a two-handed melee weapon, which is cool. The funny thing is, we could probably take this point for all my builds if I wanted to, but we're just doing it this way for right now. Both builds are getting a healthy helping of beef for more strength to, you know, give me a little bit more life, but also help wield those weapons. My mapping build is getting more AoE and damage on AoE attacks and increased aftershock AoE. Coming down here, we're grabbing a bunch of strength into a jewel socket. And then my boss fighting build is getting just a little bit of a chance to bleed here, a little bit more chance to bleed here, more damage with empowered skills, and a chance to aggravate bleeding, which is basically just making the bleed deal double damage, which is sick. Over here, we'll go down first. We're going over here. My bossing build is getting a ton of reduced attack speed, but a ton more damage as a result, and reduced attack speed, and a bunch more like magnitude of ailments, so just bigger bleed damage and bleed duration, which is also just more bleed damage basically. Now over here, we're coming into both builds are getting increased damage for empowered attacks, and my war cries are empowering additional attack. And this little blue circle is one of my time lost rubies, and now somehow this one isn't getting buffed by the time lost ruby effect. Please fix this, GGG. I would love to get an additional block and everything else that I get out of this time lost jewel. But before we go over that, we're also coming down here for both builds to break more armor and do more damage to fully broken armor targets. My mapping build is getting a little bit more damage against enemies with fully broken armor, which would be awesome to get on both builds, but I might figure that out eventually. We'll see. But this is awesome, because we're running around stampeding, breaking everybody's armor, and then if I just want to keep stampeding, they'll just take more damage, which is pretty sweet. Now we're coming up here for a bunch of extra damage with maces, chance to get aftershocks, and then another even higher chance to get aftershocks. And you're noticing all these talents are getting 3% melee damage. This one also should give me 3% melee damage. It's intersecting. It's there. Do it. Fix it, GGG. Please. So this is because of my time lost ruby. So I corrupted this thing, and I got corrupted blood cannot be inflicted on you, which is insane in PoE 1. I don't know if it's as insane in PoE 2. It probably helps you if you're doing the Chaos Trials ultimatum thing. So I think corrupted blood effects can be on that, and this would negate all of those. It's giving me a full 30% increase effect of small passive skills in the radius, which does stack with your hulking form, which is crazy, because now we're getting like 28% increased warcry damage. We're getting 25% increased damage with maces, 14% chance to aftershock. So that's pretty nuts, right? And it's also giving me small passives are giving me increased melee damage, but you'll notice it says 2 on the jewel, but it's giving me 3 because of hulking form. Also really cool. So this is giving me a little bit of extra damage on all of these nodes. Now for my mapping build, just to get a little bit more juice out of this jewel, I didn't want to drop below 50% block for mapping, so what we did was we grabbed a little bit of armor. Armor is not great right now, but you know what is great? 2 rage when hit by an enemy and 2% block chance, so that I don't get hit twice in a row. It's also giving me melee damage, so it's okay. Plus, this is like 60% increased armor for 2 talent points. This one, not a huge fan of it, but if this would just work properly, then we wouldn't even have to do this, so that would be fine. So yeah, if I was getting 2% block and 2 rage, I would just unspec this whole thing and put it somewhere else. But I don't want to drop below 50% block chance, which maybe isn't that big of a deal, but that's why I'm doing that. And I'm still getting some stuff out of it, so it's all good. But you'll notice this jewel, it gives me 30% increase effective small passives. Small passives give me melee damage. We get 2% chance to block and 2 rage when hit from any notable, which is cool, like that one. So then we come in here for a bunch of strength. This needs to get buffed by the thing so badly. It would give me so much strength. I would really appreciate that. And it would give me melee damage. But then this one also is giving me increased damage per 15 strength. Again, you'll notice it's reducing my mana. We don't have mana. We don't care about that because of blood magic, but let's not skip too far ahead. We are grabbing Giant's Blood so you can wield 2-handers in one hand. We are grabbing some maximum resist nodes here and getting this one for a bunch of fire res, max res. Max resistance may be our most important defensive layer. Our main defensive layers are block to just avoid damage altogether sometimes from hits. Max resistance to reduce the damage that we take from elemental hits. We have a little bit of armor, so we're reducing physical damage too. And then we're just having a big old health pool to soak the damage. I think a lot of builds in Path of Exile will need some combination of those 3 things. Just a damage avoidance, a damage reduction, and a health pool to soak the damage that comes through. So that's what we got going there. So for my jewels, I have a couple blue jewels. All the blue jewels are giving me maximum cold resistance, a little bit of life recoup and AoE, and then some other junk that doesn't really do anything. But that's what I want out of my blue jewels, is cold res, max cold res. Because again, max resistances are a big part of our defense. We have 85 across the board. We have 87 for fire right now. We can even have a little bit more than that, but that's what we got cooking right now. So I'm using a little bit of intelligence here so I can wear the chest piece that I'm wearing, which I'll talk about in a second. Then we're coming down for the jewel socket, which the jewel socket, the green ones are giving me max lightning res, attack speed. Magnitude of damaging ailments you inflict with crits is a little specific, but it basically is going to buff the crit that I do with Sunder. I'm pretty sure you can just get like damage on damaging ailments or something like that from a green jewel. But the main thing I want is lightning resistance and attack speed. I don't have very much evasion, but it's all good. All right, now what we're doing is going down here into polymathy because I am using a couple things that do require me to have stats other than strength. Then polymathy is one of those ways to make it all work. Plus, we're coming down to this area of the tree for all the bleed stuff, so we may as well grab this for now. We are coming up in here to all this attack area damage, a little bit of AoE. For my mapping build, we're going for more AoE and cooldown reduction. For another jewel socket, we're coming up here. So for my red jewels, I would like to have max fire res, but it is also good to have block chance, rage on hit, chance to bleed. I could swap out the bleeding duration for max fire res if we wanted to go defense instead of offense, but 9% increased bleeding duration is about 9% more damage from your bleed. So something to consider, right? So for this, we're popping over here for the bossing side of things. We're going for a bunch of bleed chance into 2 different ways of aggravating bleeds. I don't know if this is actually necessary. Bleed aggravation is sick because it makes your bleed do 100% bleed damage. But we have aggravation here. Aggravation chance, that is. Just for when you hit them, when they're bleeding, it has a chance to aggravate. This one has a chance to aggravate on hits with empowered attacks. And then this one is just like any hit that hits a bleeding target after the bleed has been on them for more than 4 seconds will then aggravate that bleed. So it makes me think, I'm like, I probably don't need this. This is like a fairly weak one. But anyway, I have it there for now. If I was going to move it, I would probably just put it either on more bleed chance or just more bleed magnitude. That would be fine. Then I have to increase bleed duration, which kind of helps you have more time with that bleed aggravated because of this talent right here, right? All right, so with all this completed, we can go back up to this side of things. I'm anointing for Titanic, by the way. Just stun threshold, stun buildup, and percent strength is really good. Got other options? That's just a solid one. Now, speaking of stun threshold and strength, we do this one. Increase stun threshold and strength, and then max life. There's like no max life on the tree right now. They might change that, but there's no max life on the tree besides that. So take that with stun threshold and strength, no brainer. Go up here, another blue socket, which is again Max cold res, life recoup, AoE. That'll do. That'll do. We'll go up here for my mapping build. We do all this AoE stuff. You can even take these nodes for AoE, but I did decide to shift those basically into these two nodes, which is fine for now. I'm not sure I'm like 100% sold on it, but it does make sense right here where you get all this juice too, right? There you go. Would you slam build for leveling? Yeah, I actually have like all of my leveling that I did. It was live on stream, and you can find it in like the past broadcast tab. All good to break the flow with that 10 smackaroos. Thanks, man. One thing I do want to do is, I'm liking doing the build updates for this character. I'm liking doing all the endgame. I think eventually the next thing I want to do is do a leveling series of a character like this and just like walk you through like the stats, gems, skills, and all that stuff, just like right from the beginning, like maybe act by act. So I am planning to do that, but yes, I did slam all the way through. It wasn't always the same because I kind of changed things up, but basically this character has his whole life recorded in the live tab, so I got you on there on YouTube. More AoE, stun build up, attack AoE damage, more AoE when you stun an enemy recently, and then just like these nodes are just nice to have if you wanted to find somewhere to put some talent points. More damage is good. Then we're going over here for the max res wheel, more max res for lightning, cold, and fire, and then this big guy that gives you everything and a little bit of resist on top of that. We're going up here for both builds to grab all this stuff, and the reason why we're investing so heavily in this big circle is one, there's lots of nice stuff, but two, I'm using another one of those time loss jewels, right? This one is giving me small passives, give me increased maximum life, and notable skills in the radius give me +1 to maximum lightning resistances, which is another one of those ways where we're keeping all of those resists so juicy. It's nice. You could also get one that would give you life and strength, like small passives give you life, notables give you strength, like 4% strength. That would be juicy as well. That'd be insane. But we're doing the resist style right now, and that's fine. So all of these little ones, all of these small passives are giving me +1 max life, and then all these notables are giving me +1 max lightning. I'm gonna have you wait on that one, brother. I'll have you wait on that one. 2 exalt, I'll have you wait, I think. This rage wheel is giving me a bunch of rage on hit. Maybe I should actually slap this. Sorry, friend. We'll get back to you in a moment. We have rage when hit, which is pretty sweet. If you combine this with the other jewel, we're getting like 20 rage whenever anybody hits us. And that 20 rage is not only giving me 20% more damage, it's also giving me 20% increased armor, which is cool. Especially when you combine that with other effects that happen when people hit me. I get 30% increased armor. I also get like 26% increased attack speed when somebody hits me. So we have 50% chance to block, which means we don't get hit like by every attack that comes my way, but we get hit by like half of them. And when they hit me, it pisses me off. And we attack fast, hit hard, and take less damage, which is really sweet. I've always thought this wheel has looked so cool, so I'm glad that it kind of works in the build. And that's for like all my builds. And then for mapping build, we're doing AoE, AoE, AoE after we've killed something, and a little bit of damage. And then the bossing build is more damage at close range. And you do kind of want to be right up on a boss when you sunder them so that they get shockwaved by all 3 of the hits. And make sure you're dropping your hammer from close range too, so that you do giga damage, which is nice. And speaking of all of those skills and how to use them, let's talk about that. So, for my skills, they haven't really changed much in a while, because I liked what we got going on. My Mace Strike is mostly just something that I'm doing to, like, you know, maybe smack an enemy, but that's low health to finish it off, and we have Culling Strike in there for that purpose. We have Life Thief, which is giving me some leech. We have Rupture. I think that I was experimenting, and I think I took off something that I do like to have here. Where did I put that thing? Maybe I won't mess with it too much, but I'm pretty sure. Maybe I just struck Execute on there. Oh no, Deep Cuts, yeah. No, not Deep Cuts. Where'd it go? Whatever. Maybe we put Fire Infusion. Or Execute. Let's put Execute. I like that. Anyway, this just kind of holds abilities. But it does do some nice stuff. It culls, it can give me lifesteal if I need it. It can aggravate bleeding on a heavy stunned enemy, which is great. So whenever you like drop your hammer on the boss, if you just want to just quickly smack them and they're stunned, it'll aggravate it, right? So that's nice. You're not always going to be hitting a stun target, but when you can, doing it with Rupture is nice. And then it'll execute, it'll do more damage to low health enemies. It kind of has anti-synergy with Cull, but sometimes execute can bring them into Cull range. I'm just throwing something in there. I'll probably find the thing that I actually like in there later. You can put blind in there too to make them have worse chance to hit you, and it maims them, so it slows enemies. I don't really use this very much. It's just kind of like a utility slot. Now, Seismic Cry, that's where it is. Get that out of here. I was wondering where I put that thing. I actually want stun build up on that. But again, eventually I may want stun build up somewhere else. But Seismic Cry, we don't want it there. For Seismic Cry, this is something that you can actually spam most of the time until you actually hit an enemy that is stunned, in which case it will give you a guaranteed aftershock. And because of my talents that War Cries have two effects afterwards, they get 2 empowerments, means I get 2 abilities will aftershock, which is sick. So I'll call down the hammer, it'll aftershock, do a Sunder, that'll aftershock, boom, 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 boom. They get all aggravated, bleed, they're just dead, which is what happens on map bosses. Pinnacle bosses, that's going to be a little bit of a longer fight, but we're going to work on that too. So this is giving me rage. So if you shout at a stunned boss, it's going to give you like 20 rage, which is pretty sweet. So 16 rage, which is still good. Dazing Cry, you can spam this and you can daze them, which makes them more vulnerable to stun build up. And I also just have this costing less, which is kind of nice too. So Infernal Cry, my other War Cry, this makes the skills empowered by the supported skills do more damage. I guess I could tell you what it actually does too. So our empowered attacks gain 30% of damage as fire damage per 5 power of enemies in range, up to 125. So bosses have like 20 power. So you're doing 120% damage to bosses with as fire with this hit, which is significant, right? And then it's also dealing 15% more damage. And then if you have rage, which you frequently will because you just shouted at them with your Seismic Cry first, then it will deal even 30% more damage, right? So this is going to be a massive freaking hit. So ideally you want to stun a boss, shout at him with the Seismic Cry, then Infernal Cry to get rage, and then the Giga damage, and then drop the hammer on them. Just watch their health bar just melt. And I also have this having a slightly shorter cooldown, so I can use it more in mapping, really more than anything. I feel like I should throw a greater one on this one too, truly. I might do that. I might throw a greater on this bad boy. This thing is OP. And I have 2 graders. You know what? Let's just freaking do it. You know what, Infernal Cry? You deserve it. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on there, but I'll let you know. Leap Slam. We have Leap Slam plopping down a nice little consecrated ground that heals me and reduces the duration of curses on me. I have it giving me rage, which is I don't use it very much, but you know, rage on hit's fine. I do have this given. I don't use Leap Slam that much, but when I do, I don't want it to be a slow attack. I want to get somewhere, so I have it with Martial Tempo on there, and then I have Despoiler, which means that these on-ground effects, like the healing effect, just last a little longer, which is nice. So you can like kind of plant your feet, and then drop your little toady boy and just go to work with some Sunders on a boss to get him stunned up, and you're going to be regenerating 7% of your health per second, which is pretty sweet, pretty nice. Hey Tug, thank you very much, man. Big flex with 99 big ones, man. Thank you, dude. And so the Bane skill that we're using is Stampede. This bad boy, you're just stampeding all over the place. It hits like the whole freaking map, kills everything, explodes them. It is lovely. It is lovely. And what we have socketed in here is Momentum. So after traveling 2 meters, it does more damage. So this last little hit and the explosions that it does will do 40% more damage, which is sweet. We have it Aftershocking, 25% chance to cause an Aftershock. So if you combine the 25% chance to Aftershock from the jewel, or the gem, 30% chance to Aftershock if you quality the gem up to 20, then you have the 20% chance to Aftershock from Earthbreaker, and the other 20% plus chance to Aftershock from these skills. You end up with like a 97+% chance to Aftershock on this ability, right? So for me, it's actually a 99% chance to Aftershock. So that's why it's Aftershocking every single time, because of that setup. Quality, Aftershock support, the Ascendancy called Earthbreaker, and then these 2 nodes, Split the Earth and Mace Aftershock chance. Those are making it, all combined, 100% chance to Aftershock. And then all you gotta do is throw Splinter on there. If you do enough damage to break armor with Splinter, then use Splinter. If you don't do enough damage to break armor with Splinter, you may want to consider not having as much health and going for Crushing Impacts and using Devastate instead to cause the armor explosion. So this'll make it so that whenever you stun an enemy, it'll break their armor. This is something that you might want to use while leveling. But anyway, at this point, we do enough damage that we can splinter, break their armor, and then cause an armor explosion, which will do more AoE, and then we also are just adding 40% more AoE on there. Now, if I didn't want to do 40% more AoE, I would maybe consider making it just do more damage, or even use rage support on there to make it do more damage and give me more defense. But I think, I mean, like, that's its AoE without all the buffs of killing and stunning enemies. I mean, that's a lot of AoE. It's pretty nice. So that's what I'm using for my Stampede. So for Herald of Ash, I have this sort of just giving me steady state vitality. I am strongly considering using Herbalism in there instead, just because it's like you might not need as much health constantly, but you might need the burst of health when you need it. And so I'm very much considering that. But I use this for bosses. I'll go over that in a minute. But I use that, and I also have Fire Mastery just for a free +1 supported fire skills. And then I use Cannibalism, which is huge life recovery. 4% of life recovered on kill is nuts. Very, very nice. So, because I dropped my armor a lot by putting on this chest piece, I've actually been using Scavenged Plating recently instead of Time of Need. You could use Overwhelming Presence for more stun build up. You use Time of Need if you wanted to for the healing, which I do like in the ailment removal, but this is pretty fun. A whole bunch more armor and then making it persistent so the buff lasts like 12 seconds. It's kind of nice. Running around the map, having like 60% armor is not too bad. I know armor's not insane, but 65% physical damage reduction instead of like 20 without the armor nodes that I put in just for this little jewel and then this armor plating it makes a big difference. So it's kind of nice because I know armor's not that big of a deal, but when you get smacked for half of your health by a white mob because you have 20% armor on, you're like, okay, I might want to adjust that situation. So I did, and it's working just fine. So here are my main abilities here. So Sunder, I still like Sunder. I think I keep talking about Earth Shatter as like a really good bossing ability, but I just like Sunder. Just the big wind up and boom. I just like it. I just like it. So I'm using Sunder with Upheaval, which is making the 3 kind of pronged waves. I'm using it with Brutality, which just makes it do more damage. No elemental damage, but just big damage. I use it with Rage Forge because I'm frequently using Sunder like in combat. So it's usually able to consume some rage and do more damage. Super Critical is a very neat effect with Sunder. Sunder does a guaranteed crit against fully armor broken targets, and you get an extra 100% critical damage bonus on there. So you can put another 100% increased critical damage bonus for free because supported skills have a 20% less critical hit chance. Guarantee minus 20% is not 80%. It's guaranteed, so it still crits 100% of the time. So you're just getting this for free. So it's 300% critical damage on an ability that already kind of hits hard, right? Not too bad. Not too bad. The shockwaves aren't the big thing. The attack damage is 715%. That's pretty big. But the shockwaves also hit 3 targets too. Anyway, we're also having this with concentrated effect because it already hits for a pretty dang big AoE. And when you're right on top of somebody, it'll hit them with 3 shockwaves anyway. And so you're just getting 40% more damage, basically for free. Pretty cool. And now the Hammer of the Gods is one of our big heavy hitters. We've got this bad boy, heavy swinging, so it's a slightly slower attack, but 35% more damage. We have Heft, so it deals more top-end damage. We have it with Fist of War, which makes it ancestrally boosted, so it does a little bit more AoE whenever I use it, so it's harder to miss, right? Because with the boss setup, I mean, you should probably be able to hit that, right? You'd think. But you can miss. But I could, if I wanted to, I could give it more damage, and I could ancestrally boost Sunder, which would also be fine. If we just really wanted to give every stinking last bit of damage that we can to this, we could do like Rage Forged instead of Heft. We could do Brutality instead of Fist of War, and that would be like fairly guaranteed giga damage on the hammer, which is something maybe I should try. But I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Rage Forged, we're not gonna, I mean, unless we have like a full rage bar, we're mostly using our rage to buff up our shout. But that's something that we could consider. Maybe I'll do it for a little while. Either way, something to consider. Then I have Lacerate on there, which in my boss fighting build, like we talked about with the bleed, it does have a 100% chance to bleed. And don't be too scared by this DPS thing. the hit DPS is very similar. It's just going to do a lot more bleed. It's just attacking like 16% slower or something because of the attack speed, so its DPS is less. But anyway, have it giving it a 100%, 102% chance to bleed. And then even though we are consuming fully broken armor with Sunder, we have pretty reliable armor break. So I'm using exploit weakness on here to just make it hit harder. If we wanted to say that we didn't like that as much, what we can do is we can put deep cuts on it, right? Deep cuts is going to make the DPS look even freakier. I just think that hitting harder, having a bigger hit, and having that bleed hit harder is good. But if you wanted to have no kind of like issues between Sunder consuming the armor break instead of Hammer doing it, then you could do that instead. But I'm just hitting hard right now. That feels pretty dang good. And the reason why I'm so confident we're able to break armor consistently is because we have our ancestral totem. Our toady boy. He's hanging out with us. He's giving us extra rage. He's giving us extra healing with Font of Blood and Font of Rage. And he is armor breaking the heck out of enemies. So we're giving him Armor Breaker. We're giving him the ability to break more armor with Demolisher. We're having Rage wherever he's hanging out with us. He's filling up our Rage meter. And he's also giving us Font of Blood, which is healing us. So he's whacking these guys and giving us tons and tons of Rage and giving us basically an armor broken effect on enemies every other swing. So we are able to Sunder, and then whenever he breaks the armor again, we're hitting him with the 1-2 skidoo combo, dropping the Big Daddy Hammer on him, and then their health bar just goes, and they die, which is pretty sweet. But that's a fun little addition to that setup here. Now, we talked about weapon swapping. Sometimes, what I would like to do with weapon swapping, let's pretend that we don't even have those, is I'll just do this. I'll just go, all right, I'm about to fight a boss. I'm going to move my shield into 2. I'm going to move my weapon into 2. I'm going to swap over. So now I'm bleed build, right? But if you have a half-decent weapon, then what you can do is just go ahead and have 2 weapons, right? This weapon is definitely not as good as my other one, right? My other one is, I guess we could go over the gear now too, huh? Now's a good time to go over gear. But the last thing before I switch over is for boss fighting, I do like to switch my auras. I like to go Time of Need with Fast Forward, Herbalism, and Vitality. And instead of Scavenged Plating, we just go for Overwhelming Presence. And then we are getting a heal over time that isn't rely on killing anything, and we are getting a buff that reduces enemy stun threshold, which doesn't rely on us killing anything, and it's just good against bosses to stun them. So that's good. And in maps though, we like the Explosion of Fire from Herald of Ash, and we like the armor gain upon fully breaking a target's armor, which is happening like all the time because of Stampede, right? Okay, so that being taken care of. The 2 weapons that I have, this one is quite a bit different than this one in terms of the DPS, right? 800 top end. It's I even got it corrupted now for increased physical damage, which is crazy that I even did that. I'm a psychopath. I just did it and sent it, and it worked out pretty okay. Now, I do feel like corrupting weapons gives you more favorable outcomes than negative outcomes, but don't take my word for that. But when I did a bunch of weapon corrupting, that's kind of what happened, which gave me confidence to try this, so that's what we did. All right, but anyway, this weapon, it has way less physical damage, but the +4 level of all melee skills and the reduced attribute requirements allow me to wear it. So if I were to use Hammer in both specs, look what happens. So here's Hammer in this spec, right? This is my main one. The DPS goes way higher, but look at the actual hit damage. This one's hitting for like 30k in the bleed build. This one's hitting for like 32k, which when you multiply by like 4,000, like you'd expect it to be like a pretty big difference, but because of the skill thing, it's actually not that big of a deal. Except the bleed is like double, right? So it ends up being kind of similar, right? Especially if you consider that the bleed can get aggravated and then deal double this damage. So it ends up being fine to have a weapon that is less DPS but has weapon skills in your swap. We talked about that a lot on stream, and I would still like to get a better weapon for my weapon swap, but this will work. And Simba, thank you so much, man. Big flex for you. But this weapon is juicy. What you want on a weapon is big percent physical damage, big flat physical damage, and ideally like a hybrid accuracy and physical percent damage roll. I like attack speed, weapon skills would be insane, and I'm personally a big fan of life leech, but strength is fine too. Crit damage bonus would be fine too for Sunder, but that's what I've got cooking right now. And then 30% reduced attribute requirements. It is kind of convenient, but I would rather just have more strength and deal more damage. That would be fine too. On the shields, you want big block chance, like 44% is what I have on this one, 45% is what I have on this one. Which is really convenient, because I think what ends up happening is I have 50% block on both builds, thank goodness. The jewel supports my mapping build, and the shield supports my non-mapping build. Very nice. But it's giving me block chance, armor, life. I don't need resists, but this shield is just a good one. This one, I took the resists off to get 5% additional physical damage reduction and strength, which is nice. Very nice. How it has 2 sockets, by the way, is just corruption. It has a chance to give it a corruption. I'm using a lot of plus maximum life in my little soul cores. I do want to have enough chaos resist. My boots at the moment, I bought these boots. They have 5% to all elemental resist, but I'm very glad that I'll be able to swap that out, because then I can put this into like chaos res or max life or whatever, and then I can move one of these over. But anyway, that'll be sweet. Let's just go through the rest of the gear. So my helmet is armor, life, hybrid roll, I believe, which is really sweet. This is like the prefixes on here are what I want. I want big life, I want rarity, and I want armor life hybrid. For the suffixes, I want strength, rarity, combo, and like a resist. And this helmet is really nice. It just could have rolled higher, but it also was a purchase I had to make to fix this situation that got created by these boots having elemental res in there. I had to buy a helmet that was close, and I had to corrupt it, and it rolled 2 sockets, so now I'm back to chaos res cap. So this helmet is awesome. I don't really want to invest a ton in armor, but what you can do is you can get life and the hybrid armor life roll, and that's great, and then just rarity. And then strength and resist is great. My chest piece is Morior Invictus. This comes with 4 sockets. You can corrupt it for 5, which is insane because it gives you bonuses depending on how many rune or soul cores you have socketed in there, right? So this one has 5% max life per socketed rune or soul core, and all elemental resistances per rune or soul core. And you can get things... We're almost done, Jenny, by the way. And you can get different bonuses like rarity. You can get like other stuff like that. But this one is max life and all res, which helps me fix my resistances and gives me a butt ton of life. I've socketed 10% increased maximum life in there. You could put rarity in there too for even more insane numbers. And this also I could get one that's also better rolled, right? The fact that we got one with Ellie res is really nice, but we could also get another 50% increased armor, evasion, energy shield, which would be fine too. So this one even has room to improve. All my gear has room to improve, for sure, which is insane about Path of Exile. You always have room to improve. And speaking of improvements, we got some gloves with plus skills on those. It's kind of low in the life roll, but it's very hard to find gloves that have like plus skills, attack speed, life, rarity. Like these are pretty good for what we got. And that's what I want. I'm trying to get a lot more rarity on my gear now, because it does make a difference. Now that I've gotten past 150 rarity, I can say I feel like I'm noticing a difference in currency drops and higher tier rares. The rares that drop are better, and the currency drops are better. So I can say absolutely after 150 rarity, I've seen it. I have 160 now. I don't think that counts my Atlas, and definitely getting more rarity on maps is good too. Anyway, my rings I think are the same. All res, accuracy, not that important. Life is important, rarity is important, stats and resist are important. If I could, I would change that accuracy to like flat damage, because we're getting the ingenuity belt buff where you get 75% increased bonuses gained from equipped rings, which is sweet. And then this came with a max fire res as well. So this could also be improved. It could be 80% or more increased bonuses gained from equipped rings. And this could even be like 3% max fire res, but that's buffing my rings a lot. So one big area of improvement I could find is better rings with more like breach rings with like more life, more rarity, bigger stats. The resists are pretty good on this, but still we can figure that out. And this other ring is chaos res, lightning damage, which is like kind of whatever. I'd rather have fizz. It'll scale way better. But we could get way more life on both of these rings. They're like 120. You can get like 200 life on rings from breach rings. but they have rarity, it has strength, it has resists, which is great. So they're not going to be easy to replace, but it's possible. But those are pretty good. And then the boots, we got boots that had movement speed. It had the, unfortunately, it wasn't life armor hybrid. It was like life. It was like armor stun threshold, but whatever. It had life. It had 35 movement speed. Had strength. Had fire res, and it had rarity. Again, I'm a psychopath for doing this, but I corrupted them. I don't think anything happened to these ones. But yeah, those are beautiful boots. We got them for pretty cheap too. So that's what the gear's looking like. I'm still using a flask that gives me a percent of the recovery applied instantly. I feel like it's a nice chunk of recovery, especially because this does it too with the belt. Using a rarity charm, which is nice. And when I'm mapping, and we have all of our like precursor towers filled out, then we will buff the precursor buffs. It'll buff the explicit modifiers of the waystones. That'll have a chance to make them go crazy. And then when I'm not mapping, I'll take all of this, or sorry, when I'm not like all set up and we're pathing, what I will do is I'll take all this precursor stuff out and I'll probably just put it in magic packs, something like that, and maybe rarity of maps, something like that. All right, that's what we got cooking for now, boys. This is what I'm doing for my breach. Is this setup right here for just a bunch of density and a chance to get more breach procs. I'm just kind of doing whatever for the expedition, maybe a little bit more like coinage drops. I'm going through the rarity and the essences for my map so far. Eventually I'll go over here when I get that one. And that's what we're cooking with for now. Again, we're tight on time, doing the build update at the end of the sesh, so we don't have time to go do a map right now, but we do bunches and bunches and bunches of maps in the live tab on stream. You can check those out on Twitch or on YouTube. Eventually we'll get some more gameplay on you guys, or for you guys, on these actual videos, but in the meanwhile, just check out the hours and hours of live gameplay. For example, we're doing this at the end of the stream, did a bunch of maps before this. You guys can see how it looks on maps and map bosses, steamrolling those pinnacle bosses like the tier 4, like the max level of those pinnacle bosses, are something that I'm excited to do. I do want to hit level 70 before I go for those guys, just so I don't have to worry about losing XP. But that'll be fun. I gotta roll out, get some time in with the fam, and then we'll be back at it for the evening stream. But if you guys are enjoying the Path of Exile videos and Path of Exile streams, make sure you show the videos some big thumbs ups and nice comments. And then swing over to the stream, say what's up when we're live. Feel free to drop that prime on us as well. Either way, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys later tonight for more gaming. Thanks for watching. Peace.